Too much hair. Got it. What's going on? Good morning. Happy Sabbath. My hair. Ugh, getting too much hair. Getting too much hair. Just the way you are. We gotta do a mic check. Mic check. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey, ill, what's going on, my Negro? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I can't hit the like button myself. Not over here. What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. How's the mic sound? I got up early today. I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep. Checked out 2 movies. Did a lot of house chores, errands for the weekend, but it's coming to an end. It's almost back time to get on the grind again. Galatians, good morning. My Negro, good morning. Good morning. I have the link in the chat. So I didn't know I can do all of this over here. You're going to make that mad scientist? No, you are. You are, honey, because, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, she can't. Once you get her going, she can't really stop. So it is what it is, right? She can't stop, girl. But, we could talk about like where it all done steam from. It's quite a bit. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, joy. Yeah, good morning. It won't stop, honey. It will not. It will not stop. Shout out to you. Thank you. Good morning. Breakfast on Galatians this morning. I got to get some horns and stuff over here for sounds for cash. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it right quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some type of sound. Where are we? Let me go here. Yeah. Let me go there. So, but thank you. Breakfast on you. I think I'll take a 10 o'clock breakfast. I have not cooked anything this weekend at all. My Negro, you need to tell me how you doing, how you been doing. Have you been staying out of trouble and all that good stuff? So, Galatians, I do have people over here that just look how I froze on the camera. Froze on the camera when I opened up that app. Hold on. Okay, so there we go. I'm like, why is always got, look at my hair. This how bad I slept last night, y'all. Look how bad it's growing to where I don't know which way is the camera? Oh, let's do this. Joy. I don't want to cut it, Joy, but oh my God, it's growing like crazy, right? Like, I don't know which way. It's all poof, puffy. You've been doing some sleeping for your hair looking like this morning. But y'all know I come on real, right? Because I already know that beauty lies with the way you choose to carry it, right? And I always think I be thinking I'm cute anyway. So I just be like, But it's kind of wobbly, and I don't know where. Maybe here. Let me look in the mirror over here and get my hair right. Okay, so there we go. We don't want to have it. And then I got all this matted down on the side, but Joy, it is growing like crazy to where I'm like, okay, but I don't want to cut it. You love, thank you, huh? I don't be wanting to cut it down, Lord, no more, because I want to grow it back out naturally. But just what it looked like, honey, when you be getting them Z's in, right, instead of being on live like most people do with the ridicule of what everybody else do. But little do they know, they do it. Everybody does it, unbeknown. Everybody does it. She went back upstairs. She's got to get ready for work. I have to find a consistent day to give to you guys for especially membership. I don't know what's going on over here on this camera. And then come on, Joy be missing me. Look, I know Joy be missing me. I didn't come on. But juggling the job, y'all know how it goes, the house and all this. If you literally have to make this, a job, and I can't make it a job like that, you know. So thank goodness that you can take, your channel with you on the go, which is being copied out here now all of a sudden. So Bree, good morning. Good Miss Brown, good morning. It's Sunday chat day. We have a Sunday chat day. Get y'all caught up on some things. I'm trying to see if Lady Libra will pop in. I really wanted to, for a minute before I get into the shits with Galatians, I really wanted to bring back to Lady Libra. I want to bring some interest to her on that whole Tiffany super mayor in Dalton, right? And I do have a video. I kind of want to play it. I don't know how to add it in over here. So if I do play it, you guys may have to just listen to it. But when I tell y'all from what I have been researching, because I'll get comments back. I'll get comments back, with people saying, well, you should do your research, and you should, okay, I'm going to do my research. But based upon my research, and I stumble across something that wasn't spoken about before the public opinion and the came out, and the whole trustee board came out to do the weaponizing, against that super mayor in Dalton, Tiffany Gaylord. Let me see what's her name, y'all, right? Because y'all really got to hear this, right? Because sometimes you have to go back. You have to go back and find what is the main culprit. What really caused a lot of disgruntled people. It won't let you join? Why not? Oh, that's the Zoom. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I don't know how do I get the I don't know then, Eel. I don't know how to do it over here if that's not the right one. Because if I go, I do not know. Okay, let me check this one here. Let me see. Go to stream. You don't have access to this feature. Why not? It won't. Okay, once I start it over here, it will not let me copy the link over here. See, I'm just on the regular YouTube channel. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a link off of here. Let me open this up. I kind of figured that too. I wasn't sure. So that's why I almost started. Good morning, Rachel. I almost started to come up on just Zoom, right? But I didn't. Shit. Hmm. Then I hate getting started in my thing and sitting over here talking like this because I be trying to have everything ready, but I can't do it over here. So sorry, sweetheart. And then now I'm gonna have to switch the streams in case Galatia's gonna come up or call in or whatever. But okay, so I want to get back to the super mayor. And I know most of y'all probably not interested in it, but y'all know how it goes out here on the streams. You kind of just talk about what you want to talk about. So you say, oh, shit, wait a minute. I got to get the Cash App button going, girl. Oh, thank you, love. Thank you. I'm not sitting here long with y'all because I'm definitely going to breakfast. I have not been in no mood to cook. Yesterday I went to soul food joint. Oh, it was to die for, y'all. It was so good. So I had some greens, mac, the regular. However, I know soul food will thicken up a lot of parts on your body, so I don't indulge in it as frequently. Maybe once a month or something like that, because that damn stuff is fattening too. But okay, so but thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, love. Thank you, sunshine. Thank you, Galatians, and I appreciate it. I do, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you. So there was a mayor before the super mayor, right? There's a mayor. He was a guy, right? So I had to go back. Let me rewind. Let me see if Dalton was in a good place. Was in a good place before this Tiffany Hayard came in, right? Before she came in. And God behold, it was not. It was not, y'all. The people of Dalton who has these complaints, except for one, and that's the transparent, right? Except for that, right? They had the transparency, right? Where that mayor, before Tiffany, the public actually kind of didn't know a lot of stuff that was going on. Okay, as far as the funds and their tax money and things getting done. However, outside of that, this trustee board and a few others that came before them, do y'all know that this problem has been going on when the previous mayor was in office? Okay. So I went back to watch a few of their town hall meetings. When I tell y'all that the complaints that is being heard publicly right now against Tiffany, the super mayor of Dalton, about what is not being done or what you gonna do about this, is the same complaints that went on with the previous mayor. The same one. When I tell y'all the same ones, I mean the same ones. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Good morning, James. Love, good morning. Here's what I'm thinking. After all of this investigation, outside of, which I want to talk about just a little bit, of this alleged sexual assault situation going on with Holmes, one of the trustee members, right? And this other guy who's supposed to, just one of his friends, I guess, or co-workers or whatever, who's supposed to have the evidence, allegedly, with Holmes and him showing video with this lady, somewhat being probably undressed in a bed. She became discombobulated. It's not being stated as to what she may think was given to her to have her discombobulated like that, or unaware whether if she consented or not consented to something that is alleged, had happened, right? None of that is stating. So there's a lot in that. And I'll play that for you guys too. And it just kind of behooves me a little bit. And I get it. We're talking about sexual assault. We're talking about waking up out of something, and the memory loss is vague. I can't remember everything. I had so many questions, you guys, and I hate questioning. I promise y'all, the females, when it comes to sexual assault, but you have to, because a person can be convicted wrongfully, right? So you got to get down to the nitty gritty of it, and we know it hurts. We know, the alleged sexual assaulted person may feel like that you are in, like a violation or something like that, but you have to question them very well to make sure that someone is not getting ready to be indicted and convicted wrongfully. So, but that's the other part of that Dalton Mayor that they have going on. But I was sitting, and I was watching, y'all. The same complaints being opposed to the previous mayor is the same stuff now. Their number one problem that they seem to be having in Dalton is this overly charged, or the water bill. It's always something about the water bill down there. The water, who's paying it, who's not paying it, and why did it go up so much, or why did I get billed? Because I guess they get billed 3 times a month. Most of us, as home ownership, it's usually tacked in there. I think mine's is like every 6 months or something, right? But you just have to plan to pay it, especially if they're not sending it out monthly. You're getting charged monthly, but somehow they save paperwork and a whole bunch of other stuff with billing it, in a bundle. But you just kind of put the money away for, what you kind of, think it might be $100, 200 envelopes, so you'll be prepared for it. Okay. But baby, when I tell y'all, I heard through the mayor himself, that Dalton was in a deficiency I think it was like 8 million owing Chicago, Illinois, that money for the water bill. Chicago supplies them the water coming from Lake Michigan. So I'm saying to myself, well, it wasn't too long ago that he, is not with Dalton anymore. It's around 2019 or 20 or so. You already have this Tiffany and all of the other people who are speaking out, part of the trustee board. So that community was well aware that they were already in a deficiency, owing Chicago. Now, at that time, I can tell you that it was Mayor Lightfoot in office. So she's aware of it as well. You understand what I'm saying? She's aware that Dalton was owing that amount of money before Tiffany had took the seat. So you had the mayor previously was trying to clean it up. He's telling the community, hey, parking enforcement tickets and stickers got to be purchased this amount of time, and different fines and things. And why a lot of that stuff was going on is because they got to pull, the money in. So you have to comply by the laws or the rules that Dalton had put out, where they had, listen, y'all, they had half, what he says, 13 or 100 or so vehicles or dogs. Let's talk about the dogs. 1,300. And out of the 1,300, you probably had, he said, about 400 would come and register their dogs, right? When you register your dogs, that's money going into their revenue bank to pay their debt, right? Follow me on this, right? But I'm looking at a board meeting with a whole bunch of people up in there with Tiffany, right? I'm looking at these people. Most of these people, that mayor previously, I forget it. Let me pull his name up. Hold on, y'all, because so y'all can know what I'm saying. That mayor previously, y'all, previously, right, was talking to some of the current people that reside in the township and in the village. You understand me? He's not that old. It hasn't been too long that he left office. So I say that to say this. You really have to be careful when someone or a group of people decide to come together in a force to take down one person. What is the element? What's the motive? What's the motive? What did all of this happen for? I get it. They're mad because she has a bunch of her going up and down through Dalton. Yes, it costs money. But the only thing that I can see with the madness is that she's allegedly refused to be transparent with them, not showing them where exactly all the money is going. Okay. Also, with the previous mayor, he talks about how they have a separate budget, right? That budget is reserved and it's a certain amount for them to take business trips, like travel, do this, do that. It's reserved for that, However, whether if Tiffany was documenting any of this, which she says that it goes in the computer or whatever, and the clerk that was sitting at one of the boards last week or somewhere, right in that area, right, was stating that you have to mail them to me. You need to email them to me. You need to email me to them. And that there caught my attention. It caught my attention because Tiffany did respond with, well, how do you have everybody else's minutes and what they said from the board meeting, but you don't have mine? So that friction right there between them is probably, and I'm just going out on a guessing game, is why she doesn't have anything from Dalton's mayor, the super mayor, Tiffany Hayard, right? Because they have this friction going on. Now, that clerk has been around quite some time too with the previous mayor. Previous mayor. Let me see if I can get his name for y'all. Young guy. Now, I'm crunching on my thing. Okay, so it wasn't. Okay, I think it was Rogers, 2013, 2021. Okay. Now let me open up another YouTube channel over here. Give me a second. All right. Yeah. Dalton Village and Township people, do y'all know that they all complain about the dogs, right? I brought an argument like that. One lady in this meeting with the previous mayor, that one caught my attention too. She says, well, what are we supposed to do, number one, with our dogs, with all of the fireworks and things that is going on, because my dog can't handle it? Y'all have been on here when I've come on during the 4th of July, and I'll be like, oh my God, this is Teddy's freaking out. I try to put him in the basement. I try to do this. I put him in the car. I ride him around. I had to really deeply ask myself, what are they supposed to do? How can a mayor come out, and put a bill on the populated people of Dalton to say no fireworks when it's a historical event? People pop fireworks. You know what Independence Day is. That's like saying, let's go back in 1776 and where the law should have been laid out then. No fireworks, no celebration, no fight, no nothing, no finger snappers, no nothing, because it disturbs my dog. Isn't that crazy? Good morning, Brenda. Good morning. That's crazy, right? So this residential lady, right? This lady here, yeah, and she really wanted an answer for it. So I'm sitting there going, seriously? Get up and go and move your dog around, probably drive him for an hour outside of Dalton where it's not so bad at, because we all know that at the end of the day, the fireworks are going to stop. It may not stop at the time that you would like to. Last year, I was almost an hour away thinking that I was safe with Teddy, right? And on the highway, because he can't stand it, and it really does bother him. But I can imagine picking up the phone or going to a town meeting to say, well, what am I supposed to, what are you guys are going to do with the neighbors or the community popping fireworks because it bothers my dog? So I say that to say this, because now you can see the type of kindergarten shit that they're dealing with down there. If he had to deal with this, can you imagine what Tiffany Hayard is dealing with? Kind of same shit, because that shit just goes on. If it has not been resolved with the previous mayors, those people still alive, still growing in the township or the village, is going to move it to the next mayor. It's going to happen, right? So that's what makes the jobs so tough, especially when they go through the agenda, right, from previous board meetings, and they see, unresolved. Those usually just kind of stay on the books, right? They put them in abeyance. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Well, the previous mayor left, okay? And now here's just what I believe. This is my opinion. I believe, based on my research, that she is definitely dealing with the same disgruntled people who did not get their problems resolved during the previous mayor. Now we're going to put it on her. Just deal with it because it's in the books. Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning. Yeah, it's in the books. Wait a minute. What did I say his name was? Okay, let me see if I can pull him up. His name, okay. So they're throwing pretty much everything at Tiffany Hayard. They're throwing everything at her. But when these people who comment after I do a live, based on what I did a live on, which was that particular day, Tiffany Hayard, and I only just kind of peeped in on it. When I sit down and I think about it, I kind of remember when it started. I just never went back to it. I saw it. It wasn't as big as it was to draw that attention. But the trustee board, they just kept going and going and going. So now it's where it is today. It's national news today. It's, we got to take this Tiffany Henyard off the seat. One, it's not going to happen. Two, they're going to have to wait until the 2025 re-election to see what will happen. Three, they're going to have to wait until the conclusion of Lightfoot, which is the previous mayor of Chicago. And they hired her. They hired her. If they hired her to come in to do mediation and find a conclusion on Tiffany Henyard needs to be held for, whatever the allegations are, and then possibly indicted. Some people are saying under the RICO, things like that, criminal corruption. I don't know. I'm wondering how many of them actually did their research on Lightfoot, because Lightfoot had some similar allegations as well for Chicago for not doing this and not doing that, not doing this. There's thousands or 100,000 of people in Chicago that don't get to see where their money is going. What I do in my career life, we don't get to see it. In the legal content that we have to look in, it clearly says that it should be posted on the official board, but it's not there. So we don't know what they're spending on pens, what they're spending on paper, what they vehicle cost, and who. We don't know none of that, but we know that it's happening, right? And it's not just us, it's a thing that just happens national. And a lot of us, kind of people, we just go to work, don't worry about it, don't complain about it. But technically, we are all supposed to see where funds are going. We just don't make a big fuss about it, just going about our day, because at the end of the day, after 14 days, you're getting a paycheck. We go on our way. But God be holy if the entire world would have to comply to that rule that's written in those legal documents. Okay, so, but since we're talking about Tiffany Henyard, right, they talk about the police force, right? The previous mayor who brings up the police force, right, he says that they only had 60 or something like that, right? Said that they only had about 60. So, which wasn't enough. They were asking for people. They were asking for people. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I thought I got up a lot earlier so that I won't get distracted, but maybe I got to get up at 4 or 5. I don't know. So let me find, I want to find this one guy. Let me see if I can find him. And then, as I was stating, it happens. It happens. You say, 11 viewers have not hit the like button. What? There's Lady Libra. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. So you're going to have to rewind and kind of catch up, because, you kind of brought this to the channel as a member, and I thought about, let me do it. For my members, I would do it. If you had not been a member, girl, I wouldn't have been digging over here that deep in this, but now you got me digging deep in it, because it is an interesting story going on, because you're talking about a mayor, right? So I will do a recap. I'm going to do a recap real quick for you. We were talking about, I was asking the chat and myself, are you aware of the previous mayor of Dalton? I was asking you that. Let me go to 2019. And I was wondering if you had taken time to listen to the previous mayor, which I got to get his name. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's in my phone, but my phone is charging. Let me do it this way. (2019) mayor of Dalton. See if I can pull his name up here. It will not come up. Keep bringing up the same goddamn crap. Oh. Okay, I got it. I got the one. Dalton Coffee. Let me pause it. Let me pause it. I found it. I found it. You say he was corrupt too. He was corrupt too. So you what I'm saying though, Lady Libra, is the same questions that is opposed to Tiffany Hayard is kind of the same questions that's been going on, now for years. So you're saying that she is trying to just copy and keep doing the way he was running office, which was nothing. Okay. So I pulled another video. I'm literally seeing a bunch of things that she has done for Dalton and the township. She got a pretty skating rink. She got a brand new big um, not I want to say entertainment center, for the youth, for the kids. So she's putting some money back into the community. I know the game, but what I'm saying to you is these people hired Lightfoot. Lightfoot is charging $400 an hour. 400 an hour. And as I listened to this video, Dalton Coffee with Mayor. Oh, I wish I was on the other screen now so I could share, because I don't think I can share it over here, right? I can't share it. This is Dalton Coffee with the mayor, June 8, 2019, right? The same number of police officers is the same number of police officers that Tiffany Hayard has. He also stated that there's nothing that says that she can't, not speaking on her specifically, that you can't have your own personal police officers. That's not there. Lightfoot had personal, at some point in time, security with her. She did. But I don't know if you pulled Lightfoot's record from Chicago. It's not squeaky clean. It's not squeaky clean at all. So is it fair to say that Lightfoot was, DURTY at some point? She only ran one term. One term. And she goes down and she gives them this, her eulogy about, how fair she's going to be and this or that. And she was a prosecutor at one point, and she, did well at her job. She can be fair, not impartial about a lot of things. She's fair. She won't be biased. She's impartial, and she's going to hear everybody out and present this case to the rightful people that needs to hear the case to make a decision, right? $400 an hour. Now, what I'm listening to is a township of people and a village of people complaining, upset about Tiffany Hayard, the super mayor, not being transparent. Lightfoot comes through the door being transparent. The township knows how much she's going to be making, and woo, woo, woo. However, what they are, in my opinion, blindsided by, or at least okay with it, is that it's their money. It's their money. They're getting ready, taxpayers, to pay Lightfoot a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money out, a set aside budget to pay her. They brought somebody else in. Isn't that crazy? Lady Lieber, this mayor says that the previous mayor says that they were 8 million in debt. 8 million. Now, Tiffany Henyard is not even the mayor. This guy is. On a camera in front of people watching all this stuff says that they were 8 million. 8 million in debt. He stands up here and says, well, he doesn't travel. He doesn't do much of nothing. He just, he rides around and see what is needed in a town or in the village or whatever, and, make notes of it and get it to the appropriate people that's supposed to be taking care of things. But they were 8 million. He stood on there and said that they owed 8 million to Chicago for water. The argument that I was hearing in these new board meetings was about water. People, water bills. Water bill this and the water bill that and the water bill this. And you and I both know, living in a community or a township or village or whatever, there's a lot of people that is not paying their things. There's a lot of people that is not keeping their homes intact or cleaning up outside of their homes. There's a lot of restaurants that, hey, they just fold. It is what it is. Food ain't good, yada, yada, yada. But I'm listening to this. Now, the other part of my senses is listening to is that there is a large amount of people, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say older, elderly, homeless, people like that, that is choosing to run for so much assistance on the basis of their living life, the circumstances of how they live. We need this. They want everything free. They want every single thing free. And if they don't get it, it's a problem. It's a problem. They don't have the money to cut the trees down. Who are they calling? The mayor office. Well, I need help. Well, fill out this paperwork. We'll see if you are qualifying, and if so, then we'll get somebody out there. Well, all you got to do to qualify is not have a job. I don't have income coming. It's because there's a town that's called Dalton and a village, a township and a village with a whole bunch of people, from what I'm looking at, that is not trying to take care of the town themselves. They are relying solely on their tax paying dollars. We would love, baby, I would love that here. I'm finna call down there. Y'all come cut my grass for free. They at the board meeting, they had a whole lot to say about the police officers, right? Now, if you got all of these people living in that township and in that village, none of them are going to step up to apply for the job. They need police officers down there because they're complaining. We don't have enough patrol. Okay, so where are the mayors supposed to get them from? And second of all, it's all based on an algorithm. If she can write it up and he can write it up, well, we need about 30 more police officers. She send that out to community and see what it says. Well, according to the number populated people that's down there, according, this is all that you're eligible for. This is all that you can have. But I get it. Buying a vehicle for that amount of money may be absurd. I get it. It's crazy. Yeah, taking these trips to Vegas or whatever. But here's what I'm saying, though, Lady Lieber. I do believe that some of the things that she says is going to be validated. I do believe that the reason why she has chosen to not be as transparent as the trustee board wants her to be is because of the friction that they are having. I sat and I watched some of the people who are on this trustee board, right? They were there swearing her in. You know, they were there when she won it, and they get it. They thought that she was gonna do good. They thought, but at the same time, I can't find a lot of stuff that she did bad about. It's kind of a balancing act. You got your tree cut. We got a whole new stadium over here. But now, you know, this, that. Now, putting the pictures up, like I say, around the whole town, you know, I guess that's just some black stuff to do, right? But let's hypothetically speak on this. What if she had won the position of being the president? Trump got his stuff everywhere, all around, everywhere. So now we're going to say what's good for the goose ain't good for the chicken. And I don't think that that's fair. However, I know if there are binding rules that each political position holds, that you should be following those bills. You know, you should be following those rules. You shouldn't be going outside of them, right? Because something like this can happen. So I want to play. Let me see if I could get back to it. I want to play this part.
We're going to take right now with the new people in command. And
so you're saying also that this mayor too was corrupt as well. And what I'm saying is, if he was corrupt, then the one before him had to be corrupt, and before him, because corruption is a disease. It just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. So let me see if I can get back to this one part. Hold on, give me a second.
You know, and but we have to make.
Now I want to get to where's the one lady he had up there about the water bill? Let's go.
The police officers see a person will have 4 cars, buys 1 sticker. He takes that sticker and only peels half of the tape off of it and puts it on his windshield. And when he drives that car, it's in that car. And then he takes it off and he puts it on another car where he wants to drive his Sunday car. So, and people do this. Last time I counted, we had over 16,000 registered vehicles in Dalton, but we've only sold like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 stickers. And here's where and when I came in the office, they weren't even selling that many. Elena used to take care of the stickers. She said, Mayor, you know, we got to order more stickers. We never sold this many stickers before. When I was a trustee, the cost of the stickers were $20.
You says, why build it? All of that in the community can't use it unless she says, okay, and if she doesn't like you, you can't use it. Like now that part at the end, if she doesn't like you, you can't use it. I can answer that in 2 ways, in my opinion. The people I think that she is speaking to is the people that she has the friction to. I don't think as a mayor over how many where is she? She's at Harlem. She's at Harlem. It's how many communities she got? 17, something like that, right? There's no way in hell that this lady is going to be shutting the things that she built down to a town village or whatever. I think that a lot of stuff that she says is just emotional right now because she has a whole lot of people on her ass. And technically, with the way that they're talking about the murder cases down there, which I want to talk about too for a second, and a lot of things that they're trying to clean up, I think that no, she should not be locking them out. I get that. What she should have probably said was that they, you know, she'll have, you know, enforce the security and things there so that the place can remain in good standing. Because if you start letting a whole bunch of disgruntled and the gangbangers and this or that, you and I both know that it ain't gonna last a while. Just because we pay our taxes, Lady Lieber, does not mean that we are entitled. We should be, but we already know how the country and the states and the world goes. We know how it goes. And I get that they're just trying to get some results being a small village or a small town ship of people, right? And I get that, right? Now, whether if these people move there to um, isolate themselves into this small village and everything so that they can, bring this up to the table about what we want to know, you know, I think, well, I don't think that she should, state anything about shutting it all down. She can't oversee everything. Everything, the lady can't be at every place at the same damn time, number one. So, but now you have to ask yourself if this is something that she did, is it unlawful? Is it unlawful? And how do you equate that with being unlawful? What you said. We're paying the taxes. Why are you shutting these things down? And this is something that Lightfoot is going to have to decide whether if it was within a criminal statute to bring charges against her or to remove her off of that seat. You violate this, you violated that, you violated that. And I get it. I'm interested. I'm waiting on the freaking results, right? But I think also that there's a lot of stuff that as community citizens, right? Township citizens or village citizens, we just really not privy to. We don't get that. I would love to see how much they're spending, over here in this community. But am I finna go out there and make a big doodly dabbly, about it? Let me tell you what I'm comfortable with. To know that I can go out there and some things that I want to apply to me for me to do things, it's there. Because there's a whole lot of other stuff I don't give a damn about, and I know my taxes are paying for. I don't give a damn about that. They got this big old summer park coming with the slides and the water. I know my water bill's gonna go up. I already know it is. But they charge for the membership to get in there. They're doing a membership to get up in there. And I'm pretty sure a family membership is, going to run you about 600, for the summer for 4 or whatever. Well, that's going to help take care of the water bill and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's just a cycle, of things. But like I said, I understand these people. I can respect the disgruntled of not getting the transparency from what's going on with taxpayers' money. I get the whole thing. I do. But they're not going to win as if they continue with the defamation of character. That's not helping them. It's really not helping them. It's not helping her because she hasn't grown. She has not achieved that growth to not retaliate back. One, with her age. Two, with holding a position that she's holding. Sometimes you just gotta, y'all talk your butt off. But since they have these small township meetings with, a small board and not too many people coming in the village, from the village or the town, right, to say what they want to say, they're getting away, they're getting away with it. But like she says that, or the previous mayor says that they never had this much attention drawn down there to them. I'm waiting. I'm going to wait on the results of this and what the findings are. I am. Good morning, Tawana. Good morning. But let me let you listen to how he talk about this part.
The former mayor and some of the trustees had voted to raise the sticker price from $20 to $40 to raise revenue. That wasn't the problem.
Now, he's speaking about the former mayor before him. So now we know that it's just going on and on and on and on. And we know, Lady Libra, that when you got a town of blacks, everybody has their own specific need that they want met. And sometimes it just doesn't work like that. Like I say, when I'm listening to a lot of these people at these meetings talk about, we call for our tree and the tree's still over there. You ain't got up and try to get your tree chopped down. And I get it because I'm paying my tax money. So is this a trade-off? We've been paying our tax money. We pay our taxes. But everything else that we do as far as living, we want it free. We want it returned back to us. Is that what they're doing? Because that's the understanding that I'm almost at right now, listening to the beefs play out at the meetings. Well, I paid my property taxes. Now you can come cut this tree down for free. Now you can go over there and clean up all of the waste that's in the back of Jane Sue's house. You know what I'm saying? That don't work that way. You say it was on the village property? Yeah. Okay. Let's listen.
The problem is when you got 16,000 cars registered to the village and you only sell 800 stickers, that's the problem. The problem is enforcement. You know, if the majority of the people, and all of them should buy stickers here to live here in the village, then you would gain the revenue that you're seeking. But to penalize the people that buy the stickers by raising the fee, you only penalize the people that buy the stickers, because the people that don't buy the stickers not going to buy it whether you raise it to $100 or you leave it at $10. So we have to have enforcement. And what I like to do is hire somebody to enter data from those stickers that are numbered and being purchased. So when the police officer's out on the street and he sees the car that and he wants to run, because sometimes when they run license plates, that information doesn't come back. It says no record on file. They run it through the Secretary of State, or they don't have the computers down, the information is down. But what that officer can do is he can go to the window, look at sticker number, like I said, 3343, call dispatch, and they can come back and give them the information to make sure that that sticker is on the right car.
And that's just one example of these seated mayors trying to bring in revenue to stay out of debt. But you have a village and a township where you have, I'm just throwing a number out there, maybe 40% of the people that don't comply. The debt steady grows. He's stating here that they have a deadline. Gotta get the money in. You got to meet it. Well, that 40%, and go a little bit higher, let's say 50% of the community is not working, probably disabled, probably on drugs, probably out doing murders, all that stuff. Those are your non-compliance right there. So they're going into debt. Well, now let's draw a board meeting. The people that may be complying are arguing about them. Well, we did ours. We don't care what these people over here ain't doing or my neighbor ain't doing. We don't care that you're short about this money to take care of this or to take care of that. All we know is we want it free. We want it back tenfold. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And as well with non-transparency, they want to see the books. They want to see every penny of where their money is going. And sometimes from, I'm not going to say sometimes, from just me and my growth, I know that you don't be privy to that stuff. And the situation that has occurred amongst Tiffany Henyard and the trustee boards, which is dominated with females, there is friction going on. They don't like her attitude, Lady Libra, is not against the law. That's not going to get her locked up. Her talking back to people with the attitude is not against the law. Because now we're getting into what? That whole genre of First Amendment rights, right? Well, you say it to me, I'm going to say it back. What I'm also looking at in response and rebuttals from the community, social media community, the mainstream news community, all these people, right? What I'm looking at is that I think a lot of people are going through a shock moment because we're looking at someone who is holding down a political seat titled mayor, something that we ain't never seen before like this. Like, huh? You know, well, she's young, number one. Number two, we're looking at a predominantly Black town. We know that this is our culturistic way of talking and acting. I've heard some things. Let me see, she had one not too long ago, and they literally booed the hell out of her. Booed her. So the respect is gone. So I have to tell you, Lady Libra, if I was sitting in that mayor seat, when I call the shots like this, I'm in charge right now. I wouldn't even be one to sit up in there with them. And they should not even be choosing to sit there with her. What they need is a mediator all around everything that they do. They need a mediator even at the board membership, because that stuff that we're seeing out here, that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. But she's not going to get removed, not from what we've been watching right now. By the time Lightfoot finish her investigation, it's going to be close to 2025. She was a mayor. She understands conflictions. She understands what a mayor has to go through. She understands it. She knows the whole play out of it. She knows that there's going to be bias, ridicule, demising, you name it, because someone personally may have a motive and started and created this whole catastrophe of stuff. And the question has to be like, for what? You say, but yes, she is the leader. And you feel that she should just ignore. We agree together. Basically, I can agree with you on that. She should stop showing the world, social world, her arrogancy now. It's like, just go do what you do, what a mayor's supposed to do. She got all her little websites and social media things, put on there what's going on great around the town, keep all the negative stuff off of it, and things may, come to a standstill for her. And it's like, you got to let Lightfoot, do her investigation. And the more you can leave out of it, the less it will compound to making a quick decision about, okay, let's take her off the seat. I don't know. You say that is what the attorney is for, exactly. But because we're looking at what? The age, the authenticity, lack of control, and a room full of color, baby, that is just, we knew that was going to happen. If you could look right at that, see that happen. You got this female, this female. I heard one female at the last meeting said, I'm ready to go. She got up and this is what she said, Lady, let's go. I looked up. At first, she was trotting off by herself. She was by herself then, right? And now, girl, they started getting up one by one. So this is all a follow the disgruntled leader act, if I go, then you go. Me personally, I could be mad at somebody or I can dislike somebody, but so that you can have validity to what Tiffany Henyard was saying, it's in your best interest to not leave. Because if all of those trustees walked up out of there and Henyard is still speaking, now you lost the traction coming from the horse's mouth. Now you got to listen to hearsay, people that weren't even in there no more. And I don't want to do, I want to hear. I'm going to sit right there. Yeah, I'm outside, and me and the trustee board and went on over to Cracker Barrel somewhere, and they in there talking about some. Did you hear this? Well, I know she's saying this. Yep, she's saying that. Ooh, that be no, and no. We're not gonna make this up because we could have stayed in the meeting, folded our hands, and continued to be disgruntled or mad at this woman. But you're gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. Hear it. So I watched another young lady come on, and I think she is getting ready to ring the bell for the clearance of cancer, right? And prayers to her and shout out to this young lady, right? Let's listen to her. And of course, there was a guy down there. I forgot the name of his podcast or whatever, YouTube or whatever. He's all up in it, right? And of course, I'm going to tell you guys what I think is red flagging when you're YouTubing, right? And you're out here for the world, or you out here because you care. This is just the way that I diagnose a situation like this. And this is even in this community, right? If you're out there and you're filming, and I understand that you take it upon as a job, right? And I get that. However, but when you're filming and you're filming a very hot topic out there, in my opinion, there's no need to say, hit the like button. There's no need to say, oh, come on, we got to get this channel up. We got to get this channel up. There's no need to say it. Because now people like me is thinking that you're more interested in making sure that those numbers hit so that you also can receive back a benefit from what you're doing. But the beneficial part about it is that you did something extraordinary that you felt that the world should know about it. So your benefits, they'll just come without you even asking. So it kind of, and I see quite a few people out and about streaming these hot topics that they like to do. I get so I be like, okay, I'm done. And that's just me. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing right now. I'm still trying to decide. But you hear that? I'm not gonna play this. Okay, we're gonna pause this thing until you get it up. Who is it for? You're gonna generate the revenue if just run the story. Because if you click on CBS and ABC and NBC and all that, you don't hear that, right? You don't hear that. If you don't click the button, then I'm gonna block you off of NBC. You don't hear that? They getting you the story. And the more that you like the story and like to be more intricate in the story, right? With your opinions, this or that, right? You're gonna come back. Let me see what NBC talking about tomorrow. And now the channel just grows. You're going to decide whether if you want to um, um, send a gift to somebody, financially. It just all just flows naturally together. But I was watching her story. She was in, it's called intermission, or remission for the cancer, right? So she says that, Lady Libra, that she's putting together her fundraiser now, right? She's putting a fundraiser together. Now when I tell you I listen well, I listen very well, right? I don't know what the censor is or whatever, but baby, the flag will go up and then I have a question. I got a problem. Oh, you know me, I got a problem. That's how my show started out when it came to the R. Kelly situation over here. Hold on, I got a problem. Did you just say? You said what? It's like you guys. That censor come on, and I get these little trinkles in me. Something ain't right there, and you feel it when it ain't right. Right, but so she was talking about doing a fundraiser because she's, she's against Tiffany Henyard, and she also thinks that Tiffany Henyard should have been more transparent, and I think that she used to work for her or whatever, and then she got sick and some things took effect and kind of changed a little bit of her life. Well, she started to do her fundraiser now. She said in the fundraiser, what it is going to be is competition in basketball hoop, right? She need teams of guys. But prior to that, She was going in about it won't cost you nothing. I already paid for it. I done spent all my money on this and this. We ready to go. So now, number one, Lady Libra, as I'm listening to that, oh, you got somewhere to go in the township doing a fundraiser. I thought Tiffany Henyard kind of shut down a whole bunch of stuff so that these people can't do these things. Well, that's not true because she has a place of an establishment to operate a fundraiser. Tiffany Henyard ain't blocking that. So she's doing this, as she stated, on her own revenue. I got this, I got that. So in the live stream that she was speaking through of the one guy that was down there filming, she says that, oh, can I announce, well, here's the thing. If you're planning on being on this competition, this sponsorship, this is what she said, Lady Lee. She says you have to pay $100 per person and get your jersey. She has some jerseys and stuff ready to go. So if you're bringing a team of 4, that's $400, Lady Libra. You know what I did not hear her say? Where the money was going to. Now, I'm not sure if I missed it, and I'll go back to it, whether if this is for the cancer fund. Maybe so. But what caught me was you just said that you was covering everything. You just said that you would put your money all into this and all you needed was the players to volunteer. And then after she came right back and said, it'll cost $100 entry fee. Huh? Good morning, my yo-yo. That's what she said, Lady Lee. I was like, oh, so it ain't free. Oh, so you are raising money. Oh, so you didn't pay all of this by yourself. You're not paying all of this by yourself. So those things I listen to very, very careful. And there's going to be a lot of other people that will join in this sponsorship, but there's going to be a whole lot of them that has these ears like me that's not going to be interested in it. You say one thing, but then you're doing another. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's why I said I gotta go back because it may be for the cancer project that she's trying to start. Now, Lady Libra, I'm almost certain. They're gonna want to see her project sheet. She might now start to get a hammer on her about, well, how much you raised in the campaign and the sponsorship. Come here, boo. You going to work? Have a good day. You taking my car? You taking the truck? Okay. What time you get off? See you in a little bit. Put a smile on your face. Do great. Become greater. I love you. Okay, so Lady Libra, now you have Tiffany Henyard, who's getting repercussions about the cancerous project that she was starting. She got the belt put on her backside, baby. Especially over there, with Roland Martin digging into a lot of stuff. And she actually came out on his show. I don't know if you caught that. She literally was saying the same exact thing. And the only thing that Roland Martin really found discrepancy in her story was when she was talking about the advertisements of this cancer project. She says that she wasn't involved like that, but yet then I heard it. She did say that. So if you're going to say this, then how is it that you can convince the public that you're not lying? So I get that whole thing. But I also, because I'm a but person, optimistic. I got to look at this part too. Maybe she did it for show and tell. She don't give a crap about allegedly probably a Roland Martin and what his finding is. And keep in mind, Lady Libra, I want you to keep this in mind. She wasn't under oath. She wasn't under oath. So she can clearly come back and say, yeah, I told him that. Yeah, that's me. Okay, and big deal. What are you going to do about it? And that falls into the arrogancy, the character of her arrogancy. That's in her. She can do that. She don't know. And I'm not, keep in mind, Lady Libra, I'm not taking up for her in no kind of way. I'm just expressing my opinions and my thoughts, my hypotheses, my synopsis on just kind of what I see. And then I agree. She says she don't care on how many feels. She explained that though. Because if she took and put 50,000 people feelings in a basket and start caring about it, you lose your way. Lady Libra, you will lose your way. You trying to check on Jane, you trying to check on John, you caring about how Philip feel, you caring about Melissa, you're going to lose your way. You're going to forget about you. You're pushing you to the back. Your dreams are now drowning because you can't focus on them. You can't focus, you're not focusing on how well you can do your job. And she elaborated quite a bit on that. You can't you cannot, it's impossible to do so. You will definitely lose your way. So you got to be careful with that. Got to be careful. Now, can I show 50,000 people that I care? Of course. I'm going to build a skate rink over here. Now you guys go and enjoy that. I'm going to get a permit and make it permissible for this big theater that I'm putting over here. So we have to show it that kind of way. So, but let me play a little bit more. This is the previous mayor of Dalton, right? That I went back to research, and I'll probably go back to the first one. I'll probably go back to see where the heads and the tails are, because they're out there. And what I'm saying is Tiffany Henyard was also on this trustee board not longer than 3 or 4 years ago. So she just got the seat. And all I'm saying is normally, just like the presidential seat, the Senate seat, when there are some negatives in that seat, they are usually carried on to your next elected political person. Get in that seat. They have privilege of going through everything that was left and trying to clean it up. If it's not cleaned up as fast as the public would want it to be cleaned up, here comes the attacks. Here comes it's your fault. You did this. You did this. And most of us would tend to forget that mess that we're coming after the current person about is the same mess that had been there since 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15. From what I researched, Lady Libra, they were never in this great of a shape that most of the trustees talk about, or the town village, or the Dalton, the town membership. It wasn't there. They ain't never been in no great shape. They barely been hanging on by their chin, just like a whole lot of other towns, states, or whatever. Just like it's no difference. Murdering. You click on your town and stuff, if you can see it. Short staffing for police officers, fire departments, buildings closed down, communities run down. But the one go-to person that we know is, we got to contact the mayor for this. We got to contact the mayor. I say contact your neighbor. Let's get this shit together. Let's get this shit together. Why is your tree like that? Why is all that garbage over there like that? Get up. We got block meetings every morning, each block. Get the blocks together. Oh, you missing a couple bricks in your house. Let's put our money together. Do something. Let's bake some cupcakes or whatever. Bring another community in. They can purchase it so we get your home back in order. So we quick to pass the finger. We quick to pass the buck, honey. You say, but what gets you is everything she asked the last mayor to do. Now she is doing it. She didn't have the hot seat. she didn't have the hot seat, sister. Now she was like, okay, what maybe her ideas of what she thought. Now keep in mind, I don't hear you saying that with her being on the trustee board, that nobody else on the trustee board who was against her then. Who was against her then when with your statement? 2019 and 18 and 17. Who was against her then with trying to ask the mayor for some changes? They were all with her. They were all with her. And that is why once this situation happened abruptly with the death of the mayor, right? That's why they were so quick to say, yeah, we'll vote her in. However, there was some more constituents. I think there was another lady running, and there was another guy that ran, and they didn't make it. And in this live, I should have wrote it down. This mayor has his reason as to why they did not make it, that they did not get voted in. Well, not this man, not those two people in particular. What he gave was his ratifications on what would not get a person all of the votes that they need. So it was kind of like he was telling, we got these, dead, half working people not doing a good job and blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? He was doing that. But let's go back. Let me hear some more. What he said.
To the right person and or car. So that's something that we should be doing. In regards to, what was the other issue? The water bills.
The water bills. Let's listen to the water bill.
And it's not just in this town. A lot of towns have problems with their water department.
Hold on. This is one of their major issues that keeps coming up in these new occurring board meetings. Their water bills. Their water bills. I'm like, what is the big deal with it? I don't get it. All y'all getting overpaid. So now, who are the trustees that oversees the water bills? Or is it Tiffany Henyard fault about everybody's water bill down there? I don't get it. But let me let y'all listen to what he says about the water bills back in 2019.
First of all, just clear up this. Young lady just came up this morning and said, Mayor, take a look at this. I just got this bill yesterday and it's dated May 20th.
Okay, let's pause it again. You says, if there are only 35 police officers, why does she need 10 of them 24 hours? Did the threats pick up? Did the number of people, did that grow? Did that grow? I'm asking you, did that grow? Because if you're mayor and you got 500, 1,000 people riding by your house, taking the pictures, pulling up, saying threatening things at the town meeting and stuff, huh? When you want some more too? When you want some more? You have a child. We seen Martin Luther King house got blowed up, right? On the documentary that I saw, right? They blew his stuff up. He ended up empowering a whole lot of more of Muslims. He had a whole lot more. He started off with very minimum, 3, 4, 5 years, just a few. Malcolm X, same thing. When the threats start to escalate, I need more people. I need more people. I'm just saying, I'm just playing devil's advocate with you, sweetheart. That's it. That's all. I need more people. Now, let me add this to it, if I may. When the public, when the community, when the village start noticing that she has taken under her control the majority of the police force, right? And we have a town populated at 20,000. Why aren't they governing themselves as far as criminal activity? Because the criminal activity, the murders, the thieving, the sexual assaults and all that stuff, that's coming from right in their community. And if they're in their community, then that means that somebody raised them. It's a mother, it's a brother, it's a sister, it's an uncle, it's a niece, it's an auntie, it's a grandma, it's a grandpa. They said that they had a great community. Most of the people, they said the majority of the people around here know each other. They know each other. The murders shouldn't be hard to resolve. They all know each other. Said they have we get along great here. So to me, she wouldn't have to have pulled in additional police officers for her safety if the community would step up like they say that they do and communicate in the neighborhood. Find out from your next door neighbor if your son or your daughter or your auntie is out there shooting people up the street at Phillips 66. Do it that way. No, they say they know their people. So maybe if they stop the crime, stop doing all this bad shit on the street, she wouldn't have had to have those people. And they were living amongst each other in this fairy land of a good state, Dalton, good village, Dalton. But that's somewhat like too much right, because that don't happen. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. That's a wishful goddamn thinking. But it also leaves open a door where us, the human race, become complainers. We just want to complain. We don't want to fix the problem. We want somebody else to fix the problem. We just want the duty part of waiting on you to mess up so we can complain about you. And then we're going to recruit. And I'm going to show you how. Well, look what she did. She done took 50 more goddamn police officers off the street for her personal 24-hour duty. Now, we left out here with nobody. Then get out there and arm force yourself. Even though I know you shouldn't have to, because your tax dollars are paying for the police to patrol and do their job. So I get it. It's the entanglements, girl. It's the entanglements. It's crazy as hell. You say that they have 500. Yes, it's a Tiffany thing. It's a Tiffany that created her team. Now we go back to, can she do that? Was it unlawful for her to do so? That's what you got to look at. And who would bring that answer under her knowing the law of what a mayor can do? Lightfoot. Now, mind you, like I told you, Lightfoot had security. Mm-hmm. I think she even put some around her wife. Lightfoot did some things. So to have that perception of understanding about that situation, she's going to understand it. Her life was probably threatened. She probably had people at her house and all that stuff. Now, can she be unbiased about it? And as she's looking into what the law permits her to do as a mayor, that's where the conclusion is going to lie. But if Lightfoot finds that and she comes out in public to say that, you're only allowed to have about 3. How you think that that's going to look for Lightfoot? Because there may be a similar law in place of what she should have done or what she could have also. So now you're going to have somebody out there, antennas up, listening and waiting for her contradiction or things that she should not have done as well. And then what? Ignite a fire now back under Lightfoot and say, hold up, you did it. You had way too many. We looked into this. Now we're going to get taxpayers' money to have somebody else come in to do what? An investigation now from years ago on Lightfoot and repeat the cycle over and over and over. Under what? One culprit. Money. Money. We're just gonna keep recycling, keep doing the same stuff over and over and over. Shit never gets damn resolved. Never. But let you hear about this water stuff.
Charge me that $4 late fee. I told her no, we won't charge her $4 late fee. And so Mary just verified that. So that will be taken care of. We have made some changes in the water department. There's going to be some continued changes in the water department. There's going to be people held accountable for what they do. And if they don't do it, I'm going to be honest with you, they won't be here. There's been a lot of hoopla in the last week, 2 weeks. Oh, I got fired. I was terminated.
He's talking about the trustee.
And all that other stuff.
He's talking about the trustee, Lady Lee.
I said a long time ago, I don't fire people. You fired yourself. And we're making some changes. One of those changes was in the water department. Our bills did not even go out last month, as you can see. And I don't want to say too much because, people always want to sue you.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I'm going to pause that for you, Lady Lieber. Because Tiffany Henyard, whether she moves to the right, she moves to the left, forward or backwards, she getting hit with lawsuits, isn't she? She getting served up some lawsuits. And I don't know if I saved the other video, but she did share where she won some of those cases. She shared that. I read them. She did take this trustee board to the lower courts. Well, they brought her in, as I guess I should say. She did win them. So that's going to be looked further into also with Lightfoot, with those complaints or violations and everything of what the trustee board is saying. I read it. She won it. I was, based on what they were saying and things, I was hoping to not see anything. Be like, oh, well, okay, they're right. No. She has won, literally won, not 25. But she's in charge. She's Superman. She could have said 56 if she wanted to. And I think she throws the 25 out there to do what? Raise controversy. She raised the hell out of the country because they was going back at it at the board. It wasn't 25, it was 25, and it's 25. There's no need to argue about it. Just say she was a liar and move on. But we know, I know, from my research that she did win. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be here. Go eat your breakfast and then we'll go. I think I'm gonna come back up on Zoom. I'll come back up on Zoom so that you can come on the link. That's what I do. So I'm gonna finish this here because I wanted to come on and talk about this for the last few days and I had not doing it. So have your breakfast. And I'll be back. I ain't got much to do today. Well, I got to go get my pedicure. That's it. So, we got to watch out for all of that. Because I saw it. You says y'all having us pay $400, right? To tell us what we already know. Tiffany is corrupt. I'm not going to say she's corrupt right now. Because I just don't premeditate my voice on that. I want to wait and see. I want to wait and see if they're going to indict her and find the findings of what they're talking about. I really do. Because these complaints been going on for quite some time. Let's go.
And when they sue me, they're actually suing you.
Basically.
So I don't want to say something and have them sue me because ultimately you would have to pay for it
Basically.
if we're not successful
But see,
in
money like this, in a situation like this, though, the public don't mind throwing away the money. They don't care. Oh, okay, get it out the savings pot that we've been paying our taxpayers money in. We good with that because we still want to sue you, unless it's a personal law, a civil suit against somebody, right? But as he say, in order for him to fight it, he makes it sounds like, there's money in a personal venue for him to pull out to fight his lawsuit. You blame her because she is the leader and stop. There is a better conductive way that she can go about doing it with holding down that political seat. Like I said, I agree with you on that one. But, at what is she in her 30s? And you got a bunch of people coming at you. You already know, being black, you ready to turn up. You ready to turn up like this ain't what y'all about to do. So she gets livid quick. Yeah, she retaliates real quick.
defending ourselves upon a suit. But anytime that you sue, and even if you win, you lose because you still got to pay the attorney fees. So I always think about liability. Are we going to get sued if we do this or we say this and different things like that? I'm going to say that the terminations that were made, they were Mary don't want to be in the picture in case we get sued. Yeah, she was standing there too when he said it. The terminations that we made, they were for at will employees. Does anybody know what at will means? Most of you sound at will. That means they can be terminated anytime, like you said, Amos. But we don't want to terminate people if there's not any reason to do that. And then there's terminations, and then there's
Hey, Lady
resignations.
Libra, why do
And all of you, I
is
think, know.
there was there a bill or something changed when Tiffany Henyard took the seat? Was something changed? Because it seems like she doesn't have the ability to terminate this trustee board. Or are they, because I'm not sure about it. I'll be honest, I don't know all this stuff, right? Or once they become part of the trustee board, are they committed to a term as well? You can't terminate them without, actual probable cause to do so and be able to validate it, bag it up, right? Or do they have a term? Yeah, he's black. Oh, the last mayor was white. No, he mixed. He all the way black. Oh, maybe this is okay. So it says coffee with the mayor. So maybe he's speaking for the mayor. Because I just pulled up the names of the previous mayors. So let me go back here. Hold on. So you had William Shaw from 1997 to 2008, Ronnie Lewis, 2008 to 2013, Riley H. Rogers, 2013 to 2021. Then you have Tiffany Henyard, 2021 to present. So I may have the wrong one. But he's speaking, maybe his name is Coffee something. I don't know. So the people voted the trustees in, so they are there till the seat is up. So that's why when Roland Martin asked her, well, what are your plans? Are you planning on running again for the to be reelected? And she answered that. And then he says, well, what are your plans for the trustee board? And she says, well, you have to wait till 2025 to find out. And that's what her response was. So what she's indicating is, and she's told them, be prepared if you want me out of here to run for my seat. Beat me. That's what she said. She didn't open the door for opportunity in there. She didn't gave them all run against me. What she said, because in her head, in her mind, she believes that she has the majority of the votes down there. You said the one that died in 21. So that would be Riley H. Rogers. So I'm gonna look him up, see if I can find some videos or whatever to see what was happening during his term as well in office, right? While I await the findings, which is gonna be a long time, because all they're doing now on YouTube is repeats of how they feel. Got a lot of YouTubers in emotions. You got a lot of people doing podcasts based on emotions running pretty high off of what the trustee board in the town village and the Dalton is putting out here. So they're just bouncing off of that now. It's nothing right now until, let's Lightfoot continue to come on and give updates, So I don't know. So you say, Jason House is running. Oh, I'm going to look him. Hold on. Let me write that name down. Let me see if he got a resume out here, honey. Let me see. Let me write this name down. Because me and you is just going to stay in tune with this. Okay. So I got his name. And we'll find the others. And then you have to just, text me and all that stuff so you can have me say, well, Pat, check this out. Because, I'll be able to go. I'll be moving and I don't want to miss anything. But I know that we have that, part of what's going on in the YouTube. And I mean, these people they making the numbers off of it, just to tell you what their synopsis is, how they want to speculate it. They also doing a lot of name calling too, and I was like, really, wow. But it is what it is. It's YouTube, right? So that's what I wanted to have this morning show on, and I've been holding it. But this is something with the coffee, Dalton Coffee with the mayor, June 8, 2019, for the village of Dalton. I'm going to finish this out about
what resignations are, right? Pretty much. So one thing, there was a resignation, and some people chose to say it was a termination. Well,
no, some people, I think he's talking about is his trustee board.
And we have a copy of that resignation. And that's what we took it as, a resignation. And then after the resignation and the termination happened, those people decided to hold a press conference and go on TV and bash me. Accusations, allocations, all this other stuff. And some of those people that were standing behind them during the press conference, if you took a look, were some of those same people that lost in the election. They mad, they upset, they didn't go the way they wanted to.
Now,
so we're going to continue.
I have to pause that there, Lieber. I hope you heard it. He says that there's a lawsuit that came against him as well. He says that it's certain people who ran in the election and they lost. So they hit him back with a lawsuit that he terminated them. He's saying that were they terminated or did they put in a resignation? Right? So he got hit with a lawsuit. So all I'm saying is that when things don't go a particular way, you got to watch the caterpillars that's going to come and play. They get upset, we get emotional, we react. And if it takes, I like our Kelly thing, all it takes is for one person to start this reaction, and a whole lot of other people will follow along. All you got to do is get somebody to like you, make it sound good, and woo, woo, woo. and it'll just keep going. I'm not saying that there's a motive or anything, prominent right now coming from the trustee board. But what I am going to say is there is some friction. And you can't tell me just because the super mayor chose to not be as transparent as they want her to be, caused them to be at heads like this. You can't tell me just because a super mayor, okay, got 25 additional police officers to cover her for security, got them to where they are. You can't sell me that the way that she responds back to these people, that there is not a motive of what caused her to not be responding back or giving them what they want. Now, the only thing that I think that I can be told what was wrong about this one situation in particular, and that was the town hall. We all know that the town hall, you just don't lock it up. You don't do what you want and do. However, something in me is leading me to believe that she did it because these people allegedly were having these private meetups held without the whole board there, right? When they felt like it or when they can. And things are being said. Some actions may have been taken. And something is telling me that she did that so that they don't waste taxpayers' money doing what they want to do up in there to conjure up, things of what they might bring to the board meeting. They want to say. So I think that they were, this is what I think. I think that they found a place to get together. Now is she locked us out the town hall. Well, how is it that she wasn't even invited into these, if, and I'm using the words if because I don't know yet, if there was private little board meetings, coming in and that, what are you using it for? What is all of y'all, 8 of y'all, why is 8, 10, 20 of y'all up in here on Wednesdays every night and sometimes Friday? What y'all doing in here? And then it's a town hall meeting and all of the anger comes out. But she wasn't at the thing. So that one there is a little shaky for me, That was you. And that's why I say, I don't know. I'm telling you what just my opinion on it. Now I'm going to read yours. You say it was, I can't see it. You got to type something else so the word can go up. You said that's not true. It was that day that was set. So she purposely, after getting elected into office, she purposely just said, you know what? We're not going to leave town hall open up to the community and stuff anymore to come freely as they like 24 hours. Because I know this woman ain't locked this town hall down for 24 hours every day. That's just not going to happen. I don't think that she would do that. I don't think that. And if she did, then yes, there's probably somebody who, need to be having a talking to with the do's and the don'ts, Now, leave the town hall open. Leave the town hall open 24 hours. They murdering statistics has picked up. So is it safe to say whatever happens and goes on in that town hall, sexual assault, gambling, drinking, doing crack in the bathrooms, you're going to leave Tiffany Henyard out of it, right? Don't call her. Let the town figure it out. Sounds like a fair trade-off to me, because I go unlock them. Because I wouldn't want this mess. Here, have y'all building back. Go ahead. But baby, don't call me and telling me that Sally Sue got jumped on in the town hall at 2 a.m. from some gang members. I want to hear. Don't bring me that problem. I don't want it because y'all wanted it open. Now it's open. Do what you want to do with it. Don't come and tell me that some people came from another town and did and graffitied it up. I don't hear that. Y'all go paint it up. Y'all want it open. So what I'm saying is she should go and unlock it. She should open that freaking town hall up and turn around and keep on walking because it's taxpayers' money. And she shouldn't take it away. Don't take it away. Let's sit back and see how they use it. That's what I would do. Go deal with something else. Show up to the meetings. Bring your sanitizer. I don't know. Sit in a little corner while they having a meeting. But I would have gave it. I would have gave it to them. Here, y'all. Here the keys. Here. But if she did it, to be spiteful with them, then, it's wrong. And if there was never any abuse going on to the building and, things of such, she shouldn't have done it. If she had nothing bad, pertaining to the town hall, then you just leave it open. What the fuck? And then she's going to get a phone call about there ain't no toilet paper in the bathrooms. Nobody's here cleaning this bathroom. The community ain't going to volunteer to do it. They ain't getting up out their bed going down there scrubbing. No. My mother, Lady Libra, gets up every Saturday evening. She's part of the church committee, but she goes an extra mile. I get mad too lately because my mama getting old, but she says that she enjoys it and she likes it, right? But her husband goes for her safety because the church doors are open, when they're in there. You know what she's doing? Changing out the flowers that she done went and purchased with her money. She got a car full of freaking flowers. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to switch out the colors of the flowers. Who paying for that? I'm seeing my mother swipe her card. I see my mother writing checks, right? Now, whether she's being reimbursed, I don't know. But what I'm seeing is the volunteerism in her, right? I've seen my mother. Come on, go up here to the church with me. For what? Baby, it is 5 big bathrooms in my mother's church where she belongs. My mother is scrubbing the toilets and cleaning the mirrors and putting air fresheners and tissue box things and what in the... She tells me, go down, and can you start on the other one? I'm like, oh, I come up here to assist. And what I meant by assist, that was, just to talk to you. I ain't come up here to do no cleaning. But I was wrong. I helped my mom because it was for my mom. And she does this faithfully if she's available. And what I mean by that is not out of town or, vacationing or something. On Saturday evenings, faithfully. She's up there for about an hour, about 2 hours roughly. But she has her husband with her, right? So for her safety. So, but I say that to say this. You probably don't have that going on, probably, in that town hall. Bathrooms probably pissing. Nobody's getting up to go take care of it. Lord, let's talk about the Vegas trip. Let's talk about this sexual assault case. I don't know how much you believe it, and I'm not here to believe it or disbelieve it. I'm not. All I'm saying is there's some holes in the story. Some holes in the story pertaining to what I've been hearing. Now, whether if this one guy whom states, matter of fact, we could pull it up, who is stating, I'm going to end this with that mayor right there, right? So I want to go do some more research on the mayor on Jason House and then the previous mayor. I want to go and look that up too. But what's his name? Holmes. Now, let me get the video. Let me see if I can find that. News. Okay. Well, here we go. This happened over a year ago. The trip that you speak about, the Las Vegas trip. Lightfoot is there. She's going to find everything that she could possibly find pertaining to funds of her taking this trip to Vegas. First, we'll go through the budget. Second, trying to see who approved this would be what a waste of time because she gets to approve her trips. So Lightfoot basically can only look and see if she mismanaged money, if you did it, unethical according to the law. Did you overdo it? Did you overdo it? Okay, so that's that. However, do I believe that every political person has a specific fund that is held for them to take? Now, I don't know if Tiffany is telling the truth or a lie, but I want to try to come close to rebuttal what she said. She said during those trips, that trip that she took, nobody is talking about the actual money that was brought back into the community, right? Or the town. She said, nobody's talking about that. For the purpose of her being in Vegas. She says that it was a business trip. She took a few constituents with her. They are part, the trustees and stuff like. She took them. But she says that she landed the deal. She landed and they completed what it was that they were supposed to go do. So she wasn't clubbing. She wasn't at the casino all the time. She wasn't there. She wasn't this. She wasn't that, right? But she says that she poured $3 million right back into the community. I don't hear them talking about that, right? They're talking about that. They're talking about how much money that they allege that she spent in taxpayers' money to take this trip. Now, let's talk about her flight. Was it illegal for her to do, or was it unethical? Which one was it? We don't know yet. Is there somewhere in the books or whatever that says, well, yeah, you can fly first class? Mind you that the people that is on the trustee board, some of the ones that travel with her, right? They enjoyed it. They went. They ate. See, the minute that you're sitting on a board, you know what's right and what's wrong in a situation. We taking a flight to Vegas and we're flying first class. Some of them may have said, no, we're not supposed to be flying first class. Or what if we get caught? And Tiffany might have said, well, we all right. This in the budget. It's paid for. Get on the flight. But then there are some that should have not went if they felt that way. No, Tiffany, I got to bail out of this one. But see, Vegas sounds good. Going to the drinks and having a good time and kicking in and the lights, camera, action, they probably couldn't turn that down. But it wasn't until they got back, and this is allegedly, that the board started knowing you went to Vegas first class. Hold up. Who money you spent? So now all of the people that were there with her, 2 or 3 of them feeling some type of way. Oh shit, we busted. Now the trustee is boom, hell no, we won't, they going, they protesting. You stealing the money, woo, woo, woo. How do you think the other trustees, I'll be looking at them. I'm be looking at them funny. Oh, you got on that plane. Don't come over here now, but guess what they did? Some of them, allegedly, probably done left Tiffany to join into the ones that are against her now. And I hope that's not the case. They should have just went on over there and sat down because you were on the trustee board. So you knew whether if you should have boarded that plane or not. If you told her, don't get on it. Don't go and enjoy caviar and the best of the wines or the events that they have down there, because all of them flew on taxpayers' dollars. Even though Tiffany may have convinced or approved or appointed them to go, you say no, no, only two. Those are a part of her team. So the rest of them who were there, because they wasn't the only two. It was more than Tiffany, Mr. Holmes, the niece that thought that Mr. Holmes was an uncle to her. Well, she's there. Who else is there? Only one said no. Okay. Only one said no. And that one that said no, did she board or he board? Because I don't know that part, so you got to help me with that. Did that person board that plane and go on that trip? Something's in my eye. Did that person board the plane or go on a trip? What did that person do? Because if they got on that plane, they know means nothing. Mm-mm. They know don't mean nothing. They know that they should have known right from wrong. That's what they should have known. Yeah. You say, my head. Pap, you heard about Sade Carlina Robinson? No, I haven't. And I will text you today so that I can look it up and see what's going on. So I will give you a text when I get off here. I'm gonna finish getting dressed, get myself together. Then I'm gonna pull it up, and you have to give me a day or two to kind of look into it. You need to get that membership too, bro. You've been rocking with me all this time, so you need to go on and support the freaking channel. You've been here a long time, my Negro, and you have not grown yourself on the channel. So we're gonna have that discussion too. We are. So okay, you said no, that person did not board the flight. Okay, gotcha. So that was a rightful person. That was integrity right there. Nope, 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 not getting on. Okay, that's fair enough, right? So you have this whole um, fierce of a fire coming out with Tiffany about, you use taxpayers' money to go do X, Y, and Z for your personal retreat, I guess, because some personal things ended up happening. It is unclear whether if they were at a club, they did this, they did that. They just got little bits and pieces of shit going on. Oh my God, there's something in my eye. Something's in my eye. Something's in my eye. When I look at you. Oh, let's get that out. Maybe one of my it was one of my eyelashes fell in my eye, because that happens. So you said Holmes was the only trustee. The rest was her administration crew. Okay, got it. So let's talk about Holmes, right? So apparently Holmes had been around for quite some time. From what I saw out here, he's a very well-known character out of Chicago, over here in Dalton. He's very well known. Doesn't appear that he has any allegations against him from his past. This is all of a sudden now hitting him. And this is something that happened over a year ago now. Over a year ago. So the allegations out here is said that Tiffany tried to cover up the situation. The lady went to Tiffany and it was never spoken on. And she said, let's keep this quiet right now because this can hurt me. And maybe that was a statement that she should have not said, but she said it, and she's going to have to explain it, when the time comes, if there's an indictment, right? But here's the thing with me with that, though, sweetheart, Lady Libra. Here's the thing with that. They felt so strong on having her remove, these people with the basis of overspending and not being transparent with the records and along with a few other things, right? They knew they had her. But now that this allegation has been out here for a while, they put the fire back under it. Put the fire back on it. I'm curious to know if this lady has been speaking on this ever since they left Vegas. I'm curious to know, where was this sitting at? Who hands was this in? Because she brought it to, I guess, the board, for Tiffany or whatever. But I also saw a video where I believe that she impromptu Vegas with of getting establishing a police report as well. And if Tiffany done some shit like this to cover up a situation like that, then yes, it should be held accordingly. She should. And Lightfoot will find that. You said they just found out about when the news broke it. So why was it the lady sat and allowed this situation to be covered up because of what Tiffany said? What's she covering up for? She didn't want to lose her job, but she ended up getting fired, like you said, because I did see that. She ended up getting fired. And Tiffany's going to have to explain to why did you put her on unpaid leave behind nefarious story like this. She's going to have to. She's going to have to explain all that. Why did you fire this? And if that's the case and their findings come out to, being factual about something, that's probably the straw that's going to break the camel back for Tiffany. All that other stuff, they're going to have to wait till 2025, election. But she keeps saying that she did no wrong. I'm going to play the video for you. Let's go.
A crime himself, sexual assault, in a civil lawsuit filed by a former employee of the village of Dalton and a Dalton police officer.
Okay.
In addition to his
work. I'm glad you put that in the chat. You got sexually assaulted, allegedly, Lady Libra. Okay. This happened to you. So you mean to tell me that you're going to expect for me, because what? You got a job here? Because you got a job here and I gave you the job and we become friends and we go out and we know each other's children, and because I don't want it to get out there to the world, you expect for me to deal with something as serious of allegations or accusations that you say happened to you. Now, let me ask you this, and let's hypothetically speak. You brought it to me. Yes, you're expecting for me to initiate investigation. Okay, because of course I oversee the police force. That's why you brought it to me. I understand that. And that is exactly what I should do. We need an investigation here. Something isn't right. But what if there's information under Tiffany's belt that actually knows something that the world don't know? What if there's something there? What if Tiffany has certain videos or whatever on the character's behavior? What if there's something that we don't know? And maybe this could have been something, why Tiffany was saying, don't do that. Don't bring it out. Because the story just don't stop there. It's going to be some who, what, when, where's, and why's in this whole sexual assault. That's just my opinion. So don't look at me cross-eyed and hate me, honey. Don't do that. Just, I'm a devil's advocate sometimes. You got to ask these questions, right? What if there was some damn menage a trois and shit going on all in this room? But I get it. She brought a situation that occurred to probably a friend or a foe. I don't know. It says, hey, your trustee Holmes did such and such. I can't remember everything that happened, but when we left the bar, when we was bar hopping, I don't know. When we left the club, I don't know. When we left the casino, I, volunteered or probably didn't to go back to his room. We had then had a few drinks, and I'm gonna tell you this. Let me be honest. Let me tell you this, Lady Libra. Until I hear what exactly it was that she was drinking, how many drinks you had that made you this impaired where you felt limp. I didn't know what was because it takes a lot. Well, maybe scientifically, right? Especially if you're a woman in the chat and you might have been through it, or you go out drinking and things like that, right? There's nothing stated that he had to carry her back to the hotel room. So she was okay, allegedly, after they had an uncle and niece night out, because that's what she said, that she looked at him as her uncle. Okay. Nothing to stay there. So now we got to take it. She was able to walk. Why would her uncle be, carrying her? This is her uncle. This is how she saw. And they're back at the room now. Who's to say that Tiffany and other people wasn't walking together? I'm pretty sure they were all in the same hotel room, right? So they know what room they're going in. So Tiffany must have some knowing of these two going into a room together. But what got me is, why are you going in the room with your said uncle? It's bedtime. They done been out. What she go in to talk about what? So now she states that she woke up. She's not sure about what happened. I want to hear how many drinks you had and what were the drinks. Sometimes they say dark make you what? Horny, or the white make you corny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I've seen lots of people, and I'm not trying to compare people to this woman's situation at all. Okay. But you've seen where lots of people with being over liquored, yeah, they pass out. You can pass out, and it's possible. And this is where we get to the part of consenting, right? Because that's in her laws, that's in her paperwork. Fall out, but with most women, the majority of the women, I would think or be under the impression that when you start to touchy, feel, you get excited. You get in that mood. However, you can have a certain percentile of women that becomes disgruntled. What are you doing? So you fight, you move, get off of me, So I'm not hearing neither one of those stories. I'm not hearing neither one of those stories, right? So apparently, when they got back to where they were, she fell out. He gets on Skype, what is it, the video thing or whatever, and allegedly, and shows the one guy that, hey, look what I got, look what I'm doing. I'm going to play the video. Shows that apparently she was undressed and he moved her a certain way and this woman didn't move. But here's the problem with that, though, Lady Libra. The guy that he allegedly was showing this video to, what actions did he take? What actions did he take? That part is left out of the news. Did he immediately continue to act as if he was interested in what Holmes was saying and using another phone to dial 911 for Vegas people to show up, because apparently he knows where they were? So I had a problem with that. I got a problem. How concerned was he? Was he not that concerned? This woman is laying in the bed and you're talking to Holmes and Holmes is videoing you are you just more interested in looking at the female laying in the bed after it? Or are you gonna go and call and say you believe that there's a sexual assault going on? I got them on video right now. They're in hotel embassy suite in room 349. So I have a problem with it because I don't hear that. I don't hear anything of the quick actions that the other guy could have taken. Where is that? Where's that at? That's a problem for me. So now the female has her story out. Prayers up to her. And I hope that full investigation is done and more details could come out so that people can really, put it together on what was happening. What were you doing? What was the last place you guys was at? Who was the bartender? How many drinks you had? Was it a pill? Was it 2, 3 pills? Was it Quaaludes? I don't know. But this man got on the airplane. So I don't think that he carried, particular type of, high potent of a drug with him to drug somebody up. I don't know, So, or did he buy it in Vegas to pill her up? I don't know. So, but those things missing to me, and when I don't hear those things, I have to wait. I'm like, oh no, gotta wait on this one. Gotta wait on this one because it's not out there. Then we got a year that went past. So she has on her, what the news is rebuttaling to is that she don't remember consenting. She don't remember much, and that's usually what we say, because you don't want to tell something and days later it comes out differently. So we just say, we don't remember. We don't remember. So now it's in Tiffany Henyard's lap. What is she supposed to do? Why did you not handle this situation? Why did you terminate this young lady after she brought the situation to you? Why does Mr. Holmes still have a job here? He should have been put immediately, if he was, on administrative leave pending investigation. I think that he is now because it's coming out so much and, it's waiting to be federal. Another question that I have for you, Labor Libra, is don't we have a choice of criminal before civil? Because this is a civil suit. This is a civil suit. And we all knows what is implemented in a civil suit. This. Pain and suffering. Because we see it going on with Puffy, right? We've seen it going on with R. Kelly, right? We've seen it going on with who else out there? I don't know if Jay-Z been hit one. I don't know if Russell Simmons been hit one. I don't keep up with all those people. But Silver Suit. Oh, the Ernesto, whoever that guy is. Silver Suit's going on. Got silver suits everywhere. Everybody goes after the money first. And if they can get the money first, then they can prove that, a criminal suit they may win in the criminal suit. If the federal decide to bring it on over here, across the street. Yeah, she's the mayor. She's the mayor. And I understand that. So, and I'm not disagreeing with you. There's a lot that, we can see clearly, and that's because that she's trying to protect herself, and that's because she is highly interested in becoming 2025 re-elected mayor of Dalton. So, yeah, she did it. I totally agree with you. I do. The whole police department is corrupt. I guess they're going to be getting rid of the whole police department. But once they do that, and they have a new person running against her, and they win 2028, we shouldn't be hearing nothing else about Dalton. They're going to be clean, back on the map. We shouldn't be hearing about no deficiency, the water bills, the dogs. Once they wipe out that hole, the trustees get what they want, and they get rid of Tiffany. Everything go back to normal. They get a whole new good police force. They get a whole new mayor. Now it goes away. Now they can pull her signs up. They're going to have to keep up the things that she puts there that, unless she take them with her. But let's listen to what happened down here.
Work as a community activist, Holmes serves as a...
Go back.
And I'm Dawn Hasbrook. More controversy in Dalton. This time, it involves a well-known activist.
Tonight, our Dane Placco off the top with the bombshell details in a brand new lawsuit.
Andrew Holmes has been a familiar face in Chicago for years, well known for his work as a community activist helping crime victims and police. But now Holmes is being accused of a crime himself, sexual assault, in a civil lawsuit filed by a former employee of the Village of Dalton and a Dalton police officer. In addition to his work as a community activist, Holmes serves as a trustee for the Village of Dalton. The civil lawsuit against the Village of Dalton, Thornton Township, Tiffany Henyard, and Holmes himself alleges that Holmes sexually assaulted a Dalton Village employee who we're not naming because of the nature of the alleged crime, while on a village business trip to Las Vegas in May of 2023. According to the lawsuit, the employee had drinks with Holmes, whom she thought of as an uncle, began to feel disoriented, then passed out in Holmes' hotel room.
She had drinks with Holmes, who she looked to as her uncle. Her uncle. Then they left to proceed to his hotel room. Why? Why? Were they going to finish drinking? What are they going to do? Were they going to sit around and laugh and do what? It's obviously she wasn't tired. It's quite clear she was having a good time out and drinking. This is weird, but let's go.
The lawsuit alleges Holmes then called Dalton police officer Byron Miles, who was on the trip as part of Mayor Tiffany Henyard's security team.
Byron Miles. They says that Holmes called Byron Miles. Man, look what I got here. Look who's here. Now, with that statement alone, she felt Holmes was like an uncle to her. But if you listen to this, it clearly shows you that, well, Holmes didn't feel like an uncle to her. He thought that she was just allegedly could have you just hanging out. We kicking. I don't think that he felt any step relationship, according to the report, the way the report is said. So you mean to tell me that there's one way feelings mutual? Because it doesn't seem mutual. It doesn't seem mutual. But let's listen to that little part one more time.
Police officer Byron Miles, who was on the trip as part of Mayor Tiffany Henyard's security detail.
Now, why would he call this guy up to show alleged non-blood, niece? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Let me show you my niece. Let me show you that I got my niece laying across the bed. All the time, she felt that was her uncle. He was a uncle-like figure. I don't know. So that's what's weird to me. Let's go.
According to the lawsuit, quote, Holmes began describing a host of his exploits from the trip, many of a sexual nature, to Officer Miles. At some point during his rant, Trustee Holmes made reference to him engaging in sexual activities with a Dalton Thornton employee, and there was some suggestion that the employee may not have had the ability to consent and or did not provide consent. The lawsuit says Officer Miles then began recording the phone call and FaceTimed Holmes. Trustee Holmes then panned the camera toward the bed where Officer Miles could see a woman who was partially undressed. The trustee then moved the camera to various private areas of the woman's body, displaying.
Honey, Lady Libra, I sure hope that this is the same woman that made the lawsuit. What if it's two different women? What if there was another woman in it? What is it? Because he didn't show her face or none. So I hope the legs and stuff, has a perfect match to it. I don't know. But you mean to tell me that this man called up Miles, check it. Man, I got this dip in here laying across the bed, man. Let me show you her news. As old as he is, he took the time out to show. So now, being that this was over a year ago, I don't know how old this communication is between Holmes and Miles. I don't know, right? But this man been holding on to this? This man been having these videos and stuff? Or did he turn them in? I'm asking you, Lady Libra. Hey, my queen, sweetheart. Was the videos turned in? When she presented the lawsuit? When she filed the charges? Or did they just get turned in now? I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know. I really don't know. You say Tiffany fired him and promoted the female officer to head of attorney affairs. We're going to get to that. Hold on, sister. Hold on, because I want to, I got to dilly-dab around in this one. Holmes wanted some loving, and now the young lady is saying, my queen, look me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes, my queen. Boy, look, something out, my queen. Some is just, all I'm saying is some is a little bit off. But, she said that she looked up to him as an uncle, my queen, as an uncle. So you mean to tell me, like I said, the uncle didn't have that mutual feelings, like he didn't look up to her as a niece because he obviously felt comfortable, allegedly, according to the story. Pulled out the thing. Let me call my boy, Miles. Look, Miles, I got my niece straddled across. Really? That's how that played out? So someone right. Someone right. Tiffany, and then we jump to Lady Libra, and she comes back to say, well, Tiffany fired him, promoted the female officer. What Tiffany said. To head, wait, where am I? Yeah, fired him and promoted the female officer to head of attorney affairs. The female officer that alleged the sexual assault, is that the one you're talking about? The one that led the sexual assault, right? Did she take the job? Did she take the job? If we're talking about the one with these allegations right here. No, he talked to Tiffany. They have, okay, so they have the she is the mayor, Pat. Tiffany was trying to protect herself. That's where we left off. Pat, the whole police department is corrupt. You said Jason is going to win. You believe, Pat, because there's no way that they will fix this. Okay. So now we're looking at, okay, keep going up some more. The lady didn't know what he did. Go small. Police would not, they would not take the report. So it went to a standstill instead of her breaking it on the news, because she couldn't go outside the jurisdiction, right? She didn't go, but the jurisdiction actually would have been Las Vegas, right? She could have filed all her stuff there. That's where she said that the situation occurred at. And she could have stayed down there and broke the news and stuff right down there. She could have been falling out all in the airport, everything to draw this attention before they boarded that airline to come back home. She could have done all that, but I get it. She was not probably trying to cause a big scene because, the Tiffany Henyard, you say, if if true, is that where you want me to go? Or not, it was Tiffany's responsibility as a mayor to do an investigation. And you're right. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. But I'm also responding back to you since you feel, and a lot of people feel, that it was her job to pick up an investigation. She was in Vegas with them, correct? Correct or not? Wasn't she in Vegas with them? They all went to Vegas together. Where I said the police on lock. Yeah. If you was my friend and I trusted you as being the mayor, plus my friend, because I would be scared. Okay. And I'm going to, like I said, if I was mayor, yeah, we're gonna look into an event. We're gonna look into this, which she probably did, right? What if she did? What if she did? Either was it go, Tiffany should have done an investigation. I agree. He told the lady what happened. That's how she knew she was assaulted. Holmes told the lady what happened. Is that what you said? Holmes told the lady that, well, okay, yeah, when we got back, we went to our room, we had sex and then you fell out. Or did he say, you fell out, then I had sex with you? I don't know. I don't know. This is crazy story. But you see how you can kind of look at it in so many different ways. So keep going down. She is the mayor. Okay, we read that. Pap, the whole police department is corrupt. We read that. Jason is gonna win. We read that. And then we read Tiffany fired him and promoted the female officer. So I read through all of them, every last one. Holmes was the only trustee. The rest was her description. Tiffany put the lady on an unpaid leave and then she fired her. And I'm going to keep asking you, wasn't they all in Vegas? Wasn't Tiffany in Vegas with them? So I'm just saying maybe some things kind of went down that the young lady allegedly may have done that prompt Tiffany to say, hey, see the general public out here is saying that she covered this up and she kept this quiet to protect her. But what if it's the other way around? What if Tiffany decided to keep this quiet? We're going to keep this out because she was trying to protect the lady. But because the lady kept going on and on and on, as she should with her allegations about her assault, right? What if it's a different way? We're talking about something that Lightfoot is going to investigate, allegedly. But what if it's a different way? And because this lady, who now, I guess, seeing how other trustee board members are acting in such a way, maybe she had developed a plan. Why come it can't be that way? To say, well, you know what? Because since Tiffany didn't do X, Y, and Z, or she fired me, then guess what? I'm going to put the allegations out here on you on a civil suit that you sexual assaulted me. It could possibly go that way. That's all I'm saying, Lady Lieber. It can be where she may have seen this particular lady doing some things that she thought that she was comfortable doing. Y'all kicking it, okay? We in Vegas. Yeah, maybe that could be Tiffany's testimony on the witness stand. Well, they're at the bar. Well, she bought him drinks and he was buying hers, and they was dancing. She can develop a story, like that. So what we need to do is be quiet about this right now, or whatever, or deal with it later, because technically y'all kind of look like a match at the bar. But I get it. Consent is consent, and non-consent is non-consent. And I get that. And right now, she's saying that she, was not aware of X, Y, and Z, and don't believe that she had any awareness to consent if something happened. So I get that. But my question is, how you leave, from the drinks to the hotel room? How you get there? What? There's nothing in the story with her saying that I asked my uncle that I, look up to, that I, to take me to my hotel room. I don't see none of that. I don't see none of that. Quinn says that the young lady went to his room for a nightcap. Why? Did she not have enough at the bars? And see, what I'm saying, my Quinn, this may be something that Tiffany knows. Tiffany Henyard probably knows how all of this played out from the very beginning. They all out there, right? Kicking it or on a business trip. And there's some parts of this story that is left out. And Tiffany Henyard may know the whole story, but probably found it in his best interest for this lady. Hold on a minute, because you did some things. You did some things. You said they call it extra activities after the regular day. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. But let me finish this video. Let me bag it up a little bit, see where we left off at.
Dressed. The trustee then moved the camera to various private areas of the woman's body, displaying them on screen, and at times moving or removing articles of clothing as he transmitted the images. The lawsuit alleges when the woman woke up, she couldn't remember anything that happened the night before and was not aware of the alleged assault until informed by Officer Miles when they returned to Dalton. Quoting the lawsuit, at some point during that time, Trustee Holmes was in communication with Officer Miles, and again, Trustee Holmes made reference to his exploits in Las Vegas. Trustee Holmes further advised Officer Miles at that time that he had unprotected sex with the female employee while in Las Vegas.
I don't know.
The lawsuit alleges.
You believe this? I don't know if I find that believable. Unless they really cool, him and Miles. Hey man, I ain't even had no condom, man. I put it down. I had sex. Like, who tells those things? Who that doesn't? You mean this older man share something like that? I guess it's possible. Maybe it's possible. Did you see me before, my Quinn? Yes. You said no. It's after when I talked about Jason. Here's Jason. Jason's gonna win. So you said it's after. Holmes wanted some loving. That's my Quinn. Here's you saying Tiffany fired him. Fired Holmes. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. And promoted the female officer to head of attorney affairs. Is that the comment you're talking about? What do I say about that? Let me make sure I got you right. The lady that she promoted to head the attorney affairs, is that the lady that is making the assault allegations? That's my first question. Then you says, are you saying that Tiffany fired him because she knowingly received this information from Miles and, looking and reviewing the video and stuff like that? I don't even know how you save stuff like that. Can you save stuff like that on Snap? If you're doing Snapchat or something, do that save? I don't even know. I don't use it. I don't even use it. I don't know if you can save that. Or maybe it gets stored in the cloud or something. But you said they all cool. Yeah, because that's all I have. That's really all I have. If you're telling me to go by my Quinn's comment, that's it. And then I went down. Policeman that Holmes called. Tiffany fired him. That's pretty much. Read above that. I did. Pap, the whole police department is corrupt. She is the mayor, Pap. Tiffany was trying to protect herself. I literally read all of your stuff. He told the lady what happened. And that's how she knew she was assaulted. Holmes told the lady, we went to the room, we had a nightcap, we had more drinks, And that's how she knows. And he said, I assaulted you. Yeah, so I must be missing something. Okay, let's finish.
That when the officer told the woman what happened, she requested to speak to Mayor Henyard, who was
Yeah, because
allegedly
I read them
concerned it
all,
could hurt her
sweetheart.
politically. The lawsuit says Henyard then advised the employee that if the information got out, Henyard would be ruined and all of the work she had done would be lost. Despite assurances that Henyard and then Henyard's boyfriend would handle the situation, the lawsuit alleges the female employee was eventually fired by the Village of Dalton. Officer Miles still works for Dalton, but alleges his duties were diminished and he faced retaliation at work. We spoke briefly to Holmes this afternoon by phone, who said he had no response at this time. Not to these allegations. I'm not bothered by it. Las Vegas police have reportedly opened an investigation into the accusations against Holmes. On Monday, the 4 Dalton trustees, in opposition to Henyard, hired former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to conduct an investigation into allegations of corruption in Dalton, including what happened on that trip to Las Vegas. Now, in January, the plaintiffs filed a claim with the Illinois Department of Human Rights outlining the same allegations. That claim has now been withdrawn with the filing of this lawsuit. So far, we've not received any response from Henyard or the Village of Dalton.
Wait, I missed that.
That claim has now been withdrawn with the filing of
Wait, we gotta go back.
allegations of corruption in Dalton, including what happened on that trip to Las Vegas. Now, in January, the plaintiffs filed a claim with the Illinois Department of Human Rights outlining the same allegations. That claim has now been withdrawn with the filing of this lawsuit. So far, we've not received any response from Henyard or the Village of Dalton.
So somebody else tried to come and make a claim. Who are these plaintiffs? Because they just tried to come and make a claim too, but then they have withdrawn it. Who are these plaintiffs? Who all tried to get in on this? On this silver suit with this lady? And I want to know. It says with the Illinois Department of Human Rights outlined, right, these plaintiffs. Who are these plaintiffs, Lady Lee? But they have now withdrawn the lawsuit. Check that shit out. They go try to come at this woman every which way that they can.
The same allegations. That claim has now been withdrawn.
Allegations
Again.
Hold on, we're going back.
Las Vegas police have reportedly opened an investigation into the accusations against Holmes.
Las Vegas reportedly opened an investigation of the allegations against Holmes. So we got that on docket. That's it. Okay, let's go.
On Monday, the 4 Dalton trustees, in opposition to Henyard, hired former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to.
They hired. We know that the 4 ladies left on the trustee board agreed to hire Lightfoot to come in to do this investigation. Little dude, like I say, hope they done their investigation as well as they could. Because Lightfoot has a resume and a background coming out of Chicago as a mayor, okay? And Lightfoot has her past practice as a prosecutor. So hopefully she'll bring them what they want, to here. And that's basically if they can pull Tiffany Henyard off of her seat, probably before election, right? Lightfoot is also going to have the information. Probably, I think isn't it one of the ladies that was running for mayor also still sitting on the trustee board? I believe so. She's gonna find out all of this. She's gonna look into every last one of them. Every last one. Okay, so she fired a chief police because he reported to Tiffany that a woman officer was sleeping with his son. Oh, I saw that one at the jail. So Tiffany fired him and promoted her. I saw that one. I think I got that saved too in my archive. I got to go back and look. He reported to Tiffany. He reported to Tiffany that a woman officer, a female officer, was sleeping with his son, the chief police son, at the jail. So Tiffany fired the chief police and reported and promoted the woman officer. where she's still up in the jail working around other people, kids or whatever, or daughters, sons, whatever, with this allegation. Plus, the lady was letting his son drive. Now that ain't funny, but it's fun. She was letting him drive the cruiser around, girl. Nothing was done. Well, I don't know if it's grounds to really say because she, he let him drive the police car. She let him drive the police car. Where you want the man to get 30 years for that? You want her to get what? What do you want to say that the police officer is corrupt too for allowing, for letting him drive the car? No, she's just in violation. She's just in violation. That's, what, you're in violation. So, yeah, she should lose, maybe be promoted to a desk job or something. I mean, there's steps to disciplining, Now, whether if letting, someone drive the police vehicle is grounds for immediate termination, then yes. But if it's grounds for a step in procedural of, for discipline, then yes, too. It may say, well, you're in violation of section blah, blah, blah. So, we're going to put you on administrative leave until further investigation. And, I'll have to see if there's grounds for immediate termination, or, we'll have to put you on a desk job because you don't know how to do right. I don't know. You just can't go around immediately saying you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. There's steps to the game. Just because somebody's done wrong. Promotes to attorney affairs. But let's go back to this because I'm getting ready to end this. She was promoted, and so that one there is a red flag for Tiffany if she did, do that when there was clearly. And I hope that this is just not allegations. I hope there is facts to it. I hope somebody has video cameras or whatever to be able to substantiate, that allegation. But hey, everybody wants to drive a cop car, I guess. I don't know, turn the sirens on. But let's finish this, then I'm done.
Conduct an investigation into allegations of corruption in Dalton, including what happened on that trip to Las Vegas. Now, in January, the plaintiffs filed a claim with the Illinois Department of Human Rights outlining the same allegations. That claim has now been withdrawn with the filing of this lawsuit. So far, we've not received any response from Halyard or the Village of Dalton. Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
So far, nothing. You say Pap having she at the jail. Well. You know what that is. That is, like I say, the internal affairs. They deal with it with shit like this in so many different ways. So many different ways. They can deal with it by moving her. Not her. I'm just speaking about police officers in general, right? They can move her across in another county. They can put her on a 45 or 65 day suspension for, we talk about steps of infractions. Is this her first one? Is this her second one? Is this a third time doing it? It's a whole lot to take into that. So you say, no, Jetta got a restraining order for exposing it. He dropping, when it's going to drop, girl, you're going to have to send it to me. You're going to have to send it to me. Yes. So, I love you, girl, but I got to shut it down. I think we've been on here almost, a little bit close to 2 hours or something like that. So I'm just going to get myself together. I want to catch the Pettit Place because they close at 4 today, do my other little errands, and hope to see you back tonight. Tonight might get a little messy with some laughter. Got some videos to play. Again, with our guest coming on because she's a member, and I support the members as to you guys wanting to use the channel for whatever the case may be. You say, why the fire chief I'm gonna dig into that story. You got me you working me, and that's cool because you brought something interesting to me. So I appreciate that though. Lady Libra. I was like, Lady Libra did this shit to me. Lady, you did this to me. You got me in this story. Now my man everywhere. But like I say, I get comments, when I'm done with my lives, and there's a lot of people are not going to agree with what I'm saying, but I allow other people have their views and their opinions on it, but I also have mine on it. But I'm also with the waiting game. That's where my hand is at. I'm with the waiting game. Not only that, this is there was hundreds of complaints about, we don't want this media down here, and you brought this media, and we're doing that. And now, pretty much, I think all of them are outcasting on they have YouTube channels now. All of the trustees, everybody got something to say. Everybody. And I was like, well, but you got to be careful what you say. They're going to need all this money for hiring their attorneys. But one question that I do have to go and find out, why do sexual assault people file these civil suits before the criminal? And my opinion is, based on me on not knowing it, in depth within the law and the statutes, right, is that criminal is very hard to prove. And I think what makes it hard to prove is that you didn't validate, you didn't take actions, immediate actions, like right away. There was no arrest right away. There's no DNAs. There's, there's none of that. And there's going to be a bundle of stories all around this. So now it's almost like, I'll do a civil suit. We'll make him say that he wasn't with me when all the time that he was with me, but she doesn't have to prove a whole bunch. She doesn't have to bring a whole bunch of evidence for. And I think this is why they would go for a civil suit first over the criminal, so that it can just go straight to federal, straight to, indictments. Honey, so it's a mess. It's a mess, and I wish them all well of whatever their outcome is going to be down here. But this had become, thanks, Lady Libra, shout out to you, a very, interesting, story to kind of talk about. And I appreciate you for that. I doodly do. But guess what? I got to get up out of here. I know you didn't. I know you won. I knew you won. That's why I love you. But I feel that she knew nothing was going to happen. Tiffany, hey, you can't, that's not, I don't agree. I know, no, and no. There is no feeling to know whether if something was going to happen or not happen. What feeling is that, Lady Libra? What feeling is that? What, by looking at her? By knowing how she is nonchalant or whatever? You can't feel that. You can't. There's no way you could feel that. No. What? How she wears her hair? How she talks, so that gave you a good feeling that, oh, you knew nothing was gonna happen? No, I can't agree with you on that one. Nope. No, and no. Tiffany has the police department on lock. Maybe she can. First of all, I think that would be more so needed to be addressed to the police officers, right? I heard one police officer, he said, don't nobody control me. Oh, absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. The one police officer lady said, don't nobody control me. See, because you have to understand that money in a person's situation, that we have no idea of what's really going on in someone's personal space. We don't know that. We don't know if there's a police officer that could be having his home in foreclosure. Now you got, somebody offering you a pay scale. Hey, Charles, how you doing, Cha-Cha? A pay scale, right? You ain't gonna take it. Most people will take it. What's my job? Well, your job is to protect me. Now I'm changing your job duties. But right now, you'll be going from $27 an hour to, $42 an hour. I need protection. So if this is something that's good, sweetheart, hugs to you. If this is something, Lady Libra, that you feel that should not have twisted this way because Super Mayor says, no, y'all gonna work for me, then we got to look inside of the integrity, the policy. You have to look inside personal accounts. I'm talking about overall. I'm not talking about money accounts, right? You just, what do they need? So the police officers somewhere need to feel that this is not right. All of them can quit. They can leave her standing there high and dry. No, we ain't doing this. We're supposed to be out there for the public, but you know why they won't do it? Because she has the right now to terminate them. Well, you need to turn in your resignation if you don't want to do the job. Everything in life sometimes will put you in a catch-22. Everything, which means that you got to make the decisions, and most people make them on what they truly believe will benefit to their personal, home, health, or whatever life. Because those police officers, Lady Libra, don't have to be there. If they feel that it's wrong and they need to be out on these streets, then they should be contesting it or walking the hell out on Super Mayor. Period. So which one did they care about? They cared more about the money. Exactly. They cared more about the money. So with them caring more about the money, I think that it's treading thin, to say that they are corrupt too. They corrupt because they chasing the money. Had any of the township members or residents down there or the village felt the same way, right? They coming for the money. What you want me to do? Oh, stand out back of your house for? Okay. When I'm get my check, it's all about the money. Dollar bill, y'all. That's it's always about the money. It's all about the money. If you offer me this opportunity, fine. But then there goes the integrity, because the law says this, or that you took an oath to protect and to serve what? The public, right? Or to do whatever. But yet then now you have became enticed or coerced by the devil of, the main culprit, money, to not care about what you took the oath for. But I'm just going to see to her, they should have all walked out if that's the case. They should have all walked out. They should have all took that hit and says, nope, this is not what we took the oath for, or this is illegal for you to do, one or the other. But I don't see that's happening. I watched the township meeting. All the police officers walking around, one leading on a little podium thing where they're standing up making their speeches, and one is the lady officer, she's walking back and forth. If you think that she wasn't going to take a pay increase on whatever, probably got kids going through college and car note and a house note, who? So I don't think it's fair to say that they are corrupt. I think that it might be fair to say that they were easily persuaded into doing what they are doing for the Super Mayor, Tiffany Henyard. That's what I think. And the only thing that could persuade you to do so is money. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because they could say no. She ain't up in there saying, you going to work for me. Put your hands up. Get in there. I want you here at 6 a.m. I go to lunch at 2. All you going to be here. And you heard what I said? Because if you're not here, then I'm going to fire you. They should have quit. They should have not turned a blind eye to their own integrity for what they went under the oath. They took an oath to do a job for the community. So when they feel that it's right, and when they feel that it was wrong and knowingly that they are wrong and can not be blinded by the money, maybe they'll leave her. I mean, she's just going to order up some more. You say one was sleeping on, one was sleep at the meeting. Oh, what are you doing at the meeting? Sleep? Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's tired. I don't know. I had to be tired. I had to be tired. But Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock. I'm gonna try to be out of here by 1, get back here by 4:30, then try to prepare. You don't have to be here for the next live because you know how we get over there. But I got to throw some shits and giggles out today. If I'm not going to promise y'all, but I'm going to give it another good try because my day is anything can happen. I'll get a phone call. I'm out. I'm doing this, change of plans, blah, blah, blah. Now, I want to tell y'all about 2 movies. I did see Civil War. It was interesting, then it was not interesting. It was interesting, then it was not interesting. You got the Civil War people, it's going on. So you got these whole press team that's you say people don't I know, lady. I know. So you got the press team, who's they go and they chase these stories, and so they wanted the Civil War stories and dialogues, pictures, and all that stuff to bring back out to the people or whatever. So you have this one particular team, and I'm not going to tell y'all the whole ordeal of it because if you want to go out and see it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's good. Then there's points, and they're like, like, well, what is this about? Lots of killing, the Nazis or things like that. So there's about maybe 4 or 5 disturbing, part in there. So if you don't have the stomach for it, don't go see it because it's in there, But other than that, if you do, you'll find that part of the story quite interesting. And what they were doing were on the journal because the Civil War, whatever didn't happen, they was headed over there to capture and kill the president. And they succeeded, okay? And all that happened, and all the team, what do you call them, people in the limousines and all that. They tried to send decoys out or whatever, but they didn't fall for that. And yeah. So it was on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6, or maybe a 6. And then I looked and pulled the report on it. It only boxed on the first night 10.5 million. Now I'm interested in waiting on Bad Boys. Hey, Beauty J, my love. Bad Boys. I want to see what they're going to box, because we done seen how many Bad Boys. So I had a friend of mine. We were watching it. And, the first thing after we looked at it, when we looking at Martin Lawrence. Is that Martin Lawrence? Yeah, Martin Lawrence, right? And we all know that Martin Lawrence went through an episode of him, I guess, being sick and hospitalized and all of that stuff, right? So when we was watching the preview of the Bad Boys, continue at the movies, right? It's coming out, right? The first thing that came out the mouth, it was, oh my God, he's sick. And I was like, why do you say that? It's like, no, I can tell. I'm like, how could you tell? Martin Lawrence is like, no, 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 no. He doing something or he's going through something and everything. I said, well, what about Will Smith? It's like, no, Will Smith is fine. He never, he looks fine. But it's okay, sweetheart. I still love you. You come in when you want. You make it when you want. I don't press my moderators like that unless I do call you. I'll be putting it in the time like I gotta hit them up on Messenger. I got to hit you up, and I'll see if you could be here like today. And I didn't even get Priscilla up, or Rolanda and Shannon usually have his sleeping days or doing whatever. So I understand. I'm coming back tonight. I don't expect for y'all to be here because it ain't y'all type of commentary. And I got to do some shits and giggles, and it ain't y'all type of commentary. But when I do stuff like this or whatever, I like to see y'all, even if you're just peeping your head in the room. Like I tell you, my mods come first. My membership, they come second. And I love some of my trolls, they come third. They may make me laugh on a day that I need laughter, So I think I got it in order. Right. I think I got it rightfully in order. So, but we love you, girl. Life is living. I know. I know you don't. You sit your butt in the bushes, be up there laughing. That's where you be at. Tell them keep the truth. Keep the truth. Shame the devil. You be in the bushes laughing when you can, or you catch a replay. But it's YouTube, and it's content. It's may not be to everybody's taste, however, but there's still some things that need to be addressed and pointed out. And that's just how it is out here. Why I continue to still, vibe and have my channel. So, but Lady Libra, shout out to you for bringing some awareness to this for us to have a discussion about the Dalton super mayor. It's quite interesting. So we'll wait for further more details in it to see which way that's going to sway. Don't forget to, if you choose, go out and check out Civil War. Go out and check out Kong X. What is it? Godzilla, Kong, the Empire. Pretty good. I caught it here in the house. Y'all know how, but it was pretty good. Kind of held my attention. So a lot of action in the movie does hold. Oh, we've been on 3 hours, y'all. 5 minutes of my attention. So that was pretty good. So now it's work week. So I get some things in for the weekend to enjoy with family and stuff like that. Coda did have a track meet. I did not go to this one here because she was only in 2 races and they were quite early. So I was like, you go ahead on and go do these. So, and they were an hour away. And I was like, I'm trying to sleep in today. So you say, Harlem Pap got some, I got some new friends. Hey, don't come in here messing with my trolls. I will not. I'll tell y'all. That one you gotta go. And here's the rules for the trolls. They have to come in and say, "Hello, Pap. Hello, chat." They need to acknowledge the people that was already here, and we're not going to allow the trolls to do any disrespect pertaining to body parts or calling somebody out their name nowhere in the chat. Those people got to go. But if they're coming in and they're just here, just talking like you and I'm okay with them sitting in the chat. I don't have a problem. And I'm also over here ready to block as well. They can't come in the chat attacking anybody in the chat. They can't attack our regulars. They can't do that. We cannot let them do that either. But for the most part, I have not really been seeing that many being disrespectful. So I think that, but they're okay. I think that they're okay. Some of them I like to have conversations with. We talked about the growth of weed on one of them where we had a full house, and he got mad at me because I guess he assumed that I knew about weed. I don't know much about weed. I don't know how to make it or pour syrup on it, lick it and stick it and put it in the paper and roll it. I don't want to do that. So he got a little upset, but he came back. He came back the other day. So and then there's 3 of them that is very respectful in the chat. So, and like to have conversations and stuff. So we can break their bad habits, some of them. But I notice I watch some of them that gets around. They'll go to other different channels putting up the same stuff. My mom, sister, auntie passed away. Can you do this? No, you got to go. None, not one single troll, ladies. And we're going to have to pass the word. Not one single troll can come in here and solicit for any money, for nothing. They got to go. They're not a member. They don't, most of the time, hit the like button. All they do is give the numbers, and they don't do a cash app. What you want? Do my cash apps, my super chats. I mean, it's forever staying $1.99. That's it. My membership is never changing. But yet then I think I still have the lowest in memberships. I think I do. Not sure, right? And the super chat, it's down there. So I don't get many of those. So the trolls are not going to come in and solicit for, any money for family members or whatever. Like, you're not a member. You're not a mod. And I'm sure you didn't hit the like button. But I'm going to have to pump it up. I like for my moderators to say, don't forget, hit the Cash App or donate to PAPS $1.99. That's it. I don't care. You don't have to do 20. You don't have to do 5. You don't have to do 4. You don't have to do none of that. But I would like to see more of that done. Don't forget to go and peep at my my storefront over there. I'm not leaving that behind. I'm going to keep on bringing that. So with that being said, um, my first round of the 50, I would let y'all peep at it, but I'm not letting you peep at it. I'll be one to let y'all peep at the new design. It's ready, good to go. And I only did 50 for the first go round. Now, I have some sales outside of here, but I wanted to give my channel the opportunity to jump on them first. And that is the My Bonnet Bish. Y'all gonna love them. And I know the only response that I'll get back from them for the majority of the people that visit this chat is, oh girl, they shy, but you're not gonna purchase one. And I can respect that. That's fine. But thank you for your what do you call it? Gratitude of saying that they're nice. They are very, very pretty. And they are going to be sold for 20 bucks. 20 bucks. You have to try to trust me. You have to. I don't have a P.O. box to ship them from. But what I think you have to trust me to, if you're going to order one, to get them shipped to you. I am very trustworthy. I do it all the time with Stand Up. She has no problem with me. None. We've never encountered a problem at all. And as far as you have to trust me. You order one, I'm going to ship it. Period. Period. But see, that comes because I'm not that person. I'm not dirty. I'm not like that. And of course, we're using the United States Postal Service mail. So there's no way that I would bring any problems at all. But I only have 50. I'm going to give my channel the opportunity to purchase them. 20 bucks. Y'all gonna love them. I promise you. Oh, I want to show y'all so bad. I'm going to show you them, right? But I just did the tracking on them, so they should be hitting my front door here sometime soon. If those do well, which I'm not sure on here because y'all know I'm not likable, right? I talk too much shit and you talk about this and you talk about that person. So I understand that stuff like that can hurt you. And I'm prepared for that. But I'm also prepared to take these sales outside. And I already have 20 people, but I want to put them on hold because we brought the idea here. You guys helped, and along with Ratchet Randa Baby, also, and I implemented it. I had paid the money to protect the logo, so it's in the system, ready to go, and it wasn't cheap. I'm letting y'all know that shit wasn't cheap, but I took the bullet on it because I wanted to protect that design, right? Because depending on how well it'll go, I'm going to order more and create another design, which is already in the making. But I don't want to give away all of that. I think I like the idea of that. So, and then I'm going to jump back over to my store and update that, pull some things down, put some more refreshing things up, and hopefully to continue to get the support from there until, we get there. So mods, we got a job to do. Keep putting out the support the channel for the $1.99. Keep encouraging the people to join the membership and let them know how grateful and blessed that I am to have the membership over here because the screen do look good in green. I'm telling y'all, look good. I'll be like, okay. And it makes me, since I like to talk a lot, it makes me feel at ease. Like I got some people that say, it's okay, Pat, run your show. And sometimes we need that boost. It is what it is. And again, y'all could kill it with that noise about, the fish. Because when I'm ready to come with the fish, it's just going to happen. So I got a little bit of loudness over here, but it ain't going to kill us. Now there's one more thing that I wanted to clear up because, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. Your earbuds died. What is new? What's new? I don't know what's the last thing that you heard with the moderators. I like the moderators to step up a little bit more with helping with the $1.99. Cash App, helping with the membership, encourage them, to join it because we'll get better. And my storefront, which the link, I don't know if you guys have them. The link is in the about page on how people get to the storefront, where the one papoose stuff is there, the pillars, stuff like that. But I think I've been here for a long time to have my mods who's been here with me for a long time to have my back in that area so that I can continue to grow. I'm steady buying stuff to keep the system over here running, even though Beauty J know that I will press a button and close the whole goddamn live out. But that's me getting better. It's me getting better. And the bonnets. So the bonnets are coming. I'm tracking them. They're almost here. I only ordered 50, and I'm giving my channel and others from in the community the opportunity to purchase one, help your girl grow with creating her designs on the bonnets, because I have another one coming right behind that one. So this is this is an investing thing for me, and I'm enjoying it because I have patent them. I had to pay for the copyright and all that stuff. Over $300. It's $45 to get them to put it in the system. My image on the bonnet, so that way nobody's gonna take it and go put it on theirs and sell it, and have it going on in Dollar General or Walmart or whatever. Because I could be like, oh no, that's mine. That is mine. So that's going on. And then once you do that and they put it in the system, now you have to get a let me see the formal name for it. You're going to get a digit number that clearly shows that you own it, right? So I'm waiting on that to come. That's going to be a while, because what I have to do is take those and have them printed on, the tags like this that comes in your clothes, right? So that I can have these put in, hopefully, if it's not too costly, on the next batch of the bonnets, because it'll have my number in there and stuff that I've been assigned to for copyrights. So, and that was over $300, but I'm working on it because I like my channel. Reba always late. Reba is always late. No, I'm just kidding. You want to? So, and you know how you're gonna be able to get them, right? Through my email, or if you have my number, that's it. And you're just gonna have to trust me on it. Anything goes wrong, or somebody coming to murder you or whatever, then it's on me. Come and get me. Come and sue me. I don't know, but I can tell you that it's not gonna happen. Stand up, and y'all know stand up. Go back and forth to the mail, no problem. No problem at all. But that's the price on them. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. $20 for them. Y'all gonna love them. They are cute, and that's why you buying them, to support papoose, and because they crew like my body, bitch. Shout out to Randa Baby. Let her know that I did finish this. She probably don't care too much, God. She might be, that thinking that I be at Sylvia. But I don't be at Sylvia, y'all. I just tell the stories. I'm doing nothing no different than what Sylvia doing, and that is trying to just grow my channel. I'm not. Sylvia does her thing. I does my thing. Randa does her thing. I does my thing. A Bookham does his thing. I does my thing. But I don't hate a Sylvia. I don't hate a Randa. I don't hate Spitting Fire. I don't hate all the mother boys, because I didn't come out here to do no hate. They didn't like the way that I was telling my stories. I don't hate none of them. No, I don't even hate Catfish. I just like laughing at her ass. But she be coming. Good morning, Butterfly. Nessa, Catfish can't stand me, Walker. I be listen. Cut the shit. Woman. So, but that's for tonight's show. If I come back live tonight, because y'all ain't got to come on. Y'all ain't got to be here. I can handle it, okay? Because it might get a little dirty. And my moms don't like dirty. So shout out to the Cash Apps today. Shout out for the support today. I'm going to start saying the names. I'm going to get my little button up here to start, giving you some acknowledgement when you do support the channel. Okay. She said, my hair pretty. Girl, I ain't even comb it. Look. You see how well it's grown though, butterfly. It's so girl, it didn't grow. And I told Joy, I'm not cutting it. It's just gonna keep growing and keep growing. Only problem I have is, shaping it. And then sometimes it's like, don't even worry about the shape. Just kind of let it fall where it may. And be like, bam, bam, bam. I know I'm saying. And I don't know why I'm silly. I love to have fun. But I got you, Reba. I got you, Reba, on deck. So hit my email so I can reserve yours. And Joy gonna get one. Joy supports me. She's a great supporter, y'all. She's a great supporter. So you sit in the bushes. You sit in the bushes. All you got to do is you can snipe from the bushes. Matter of fact, all my moderators to the bushes tonight. Every last one. I don't want one moderator in my room tonight. Not one. Or I'm going to block you. So every moderator is off in the upcoming Shits and Giggles show. Okay? Let me handle that. Because, I don't want y'all caught up in none of this stuff. No. So, Reba, you know how to hit me. Hit my email. I think you got my phone number. Call me or text me before you call, so I know who you are. Because I stopped picking up to quite a few. And Butterfly Nest. I'm finna go up here and try to comb this because I'm finna try to go catch the pedicure shop and get me something to eat. Finish up my Sunday. Come back and vibe on my channel with my guests. The mods will be off tonight, so yeah. Or if I come on, make sure I got that in there. And don't forget, support the channel. Become a membership and vibe with me because I'm gonna keep going. You gonna style it for me? You better not cut my hair. Cut my hair. My hair. It don't hold all these bunch of different styles, But I'm loving it. Look at that. Look at that. Whoop, boop, boop, boop. I'm loving it. It's growing, ain't it? It's growing. It's crazy stuff. Oh, you go, okay, well, send me one. Let me look at it. Then maybe I'll take it to the salon and, let them kind of, as long as I don't have to cut it. As long as I don't have to do no cutting, no massage, no, I don't want to trim, I don't want to twist it. My hair too big for twist. My hair too big for twist. Oh, okay. Well, I want to see it because I used to try that Butterfly Nest, but then I'm like, maybe I'm using the wrong products because it won't stay unless I got to twist it and add some hair into it. I don't know. But Beauty, send me the hairstyle. Let me check it out. I kind of like this, I'll be getting up in the morning, be like, okay, out the door. It takes me a whole bit, probably about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm done with my hair. Y'all see me do it. And that was because I was showing out with y'all, but I was like, I'm done. And this right here is mixed with gold and red to bring it down to like mahogany, kind of feel. But when I be going to sleep, y'all, this shit be coming out. So, and I like playing with the colors. I love playing with the colors now. At first, I was apprehensive about doing it. I was like, oh, I don't know. Now, I can't get enough of it. I got to steady keep ordering it and ordering it and ordering it just to play with it. But once it dries in pretty much, it's not as messy as you think. It doesn't get on everything. But when you touch it, it will get on your hands. So it will get on your hands. No, you don't have to add hair. So let somebody do it for you. My daughter knows how to twist. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try, but let me grow it out a little bit more. Let me keep growing it out some more. So, but listen here, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for popping in. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. That shows the channel some love. And also Papoose some love, and I appreciate it. And if you come back tonight, you probably won't see my mods here. You might see Shannon. Shannon likes the shits. Shannon likes the shits, y'all. So Shannon probably be here with us holding it down while my good people, stay away. They stay away. They come in when we're doing lives like this. And if I'm not back on tonight, I will definitely see y'all sometime through the middle of the week, unless I get fired up and do a road. We do road lives. where I know I'm on a timer, right? I like the road lives though, because I'm like, oh girl, you got about 20 minutes to get this all in. I kind of like those. They keep me in the time, keep me on time. Well, I ain't on here all day running my freaking mouth. Y'all get up out my chat. Have a beautiful day and stay blessed. Okay, Reba. Wait till Robin will be here too. This one here goes out to my girl Beauty J. Cause she fell in love with this song just as much as I did. And this is kind of where we started out on YouTube over here. So shout out to you, Beauty J, Harlem. And to you too, girls. See y'all later. I've been hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting the pictures, trying to look like you're winning. I'm right in the kitchen, soaking in moments with you. You're welcome. You got the nerve to be on me. Taking your life with your IG. If you got my number, don't call me. Baby, I'm a hyenas. I'm a hyenas. Yeah, this is my girl song. Really love this song. I still be playing it too sometimes. I'm a hyenas. Baby, don't check on me. Taking time out. You know, Reba. Reba, this my girl King Sis, honey. This my girl King Sis. You got to go listen to her music, girl. You're going to be like, oh, damn. Yeah, King Sis. This is where we started with this one right here. Oh, yeah. We just building season, lay foundation, make a name for generations. Please and make and take a break or go vacation and chasing blues away. Hey, hey, you always posting the pictures, trying to look like you're winning, look like you always be working. That's my part. I love that part. You always posting them pictures, trying to look like you were winning. Oh, I might have to put that in tonight's show. You got the nerve to be on me, checking your life to the IG. If you got I'm a hyenas. Y'all get up out my chat. Bye bye. I'm a hyenas. I'm a hyenas. I'm a hyenas. Don't you taking time out and live my life off screen. Taking time out to be and live my life. I'm in a place of freedom and pure and free. Y'all feel free? I'm free. About what's the way, only where found me. Yeah. Oh, I'm taking time out to be. It's live my life off screen. Taking time out to breathe and live my life. Water's a cut. Beauty. Beauty. That's still a jam today, girl. I ain't heard it in a minute, but it's still a jam. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace. What's going on, Ted? What's going on? Reba like it. Shout out to Reba. King Sis, girl. Go on, play that. Oh, did it end? Look at Teddy back there.